Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We had a Thanksgiving triple header, including the return of Joe Burrow for the Cincinnati Bengals in Baltimore. Burrow threw for 261 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the defense turned the Ravens over 5 times. Cincinnati would go on to win 32-14. In other NFL action, the Packers beat the Lions 31-24. The Cowboys beat the Chiefs 31-28. And today, the Bears will visit the Philadelphia Eagles for a Black Friday game. The Blue Jackets will be on home ice tonight to face the Penguins. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. And finally, ahead of the Ohio State Buckeyes matchup with the team up north, Urban Meyer will join T-Bone and Tyvis at 8:30. This update was sponsored by Green & Sons, family owned and operated for over 45 years. Find your next Kubota tractor at Green & Sons, located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville in Raymond.
Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't even good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Not this one.
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Does it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. I think you all know what's happening here. Hope you're having a great start to your Black Friday shopping if you're out doing that, or if you're smart and just already did that online and you're just chilling out. I'm T-Bone, he's Tyvis. It's that time of year, folks. We're getting ready for it because you know what's happening tomorrow. We got to go up to a state up north that looks like a mitten. Got to get a victory in the big house. Tyvis is going up there to hopefully secure that victory for the Buckeyes. How was your Thanksgiving, buddy?
It was good. You know, I sat there, so I sent y'all a picture of my plate. Y'all seen my
Sent us the one plate.
My one plate that I held myself to, which is like 3 consecutive years I've only had one plate. And as I sat there and I ate that plate, right, we get to the turkey. And as I'm looking at the turkey, I start laughing because all I thought about was Bo Bishop. About
Bo hates turkey.
How Bo hates
turkey. Hates turkey.
I start eating the turkey, and I even laughed even harder because I was like, you know what? I think I agree with them.
Oh, my God.
I think I agree with them. Now, when you talk about deli meat turkey, like, that's my stuff. Like, I'm cool with that. But, like, the actual turkey, it's just whatever. It was just whatever. And I was like, Bo is right about this.
Well, I don't want to relitigate this, but Bo's whole thing is like chicken is so much better. And it's like chicken tastes the same as turkey to me. It's all poultry. Come on, it's the same. It depends on how you. It depends on what you do.
Now, I will say this. For usually, I get the dark meat of the turkey.
I prefer the dark meat too.
I didn't this time.
There was no dark meat on the my wife ordered the turkey from the Amish.
Okay.
From Der Dutchman.
Yeah.
It did not come with dark meat. It just came with the white meat.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that because the dark meat's better.
Yeah, exactly. But like this year, I was like kind of lazy because how they cut it was they had the white meat over here, and then after you get out of the line, then it was the dark turkey meat over there.
Cast away over here. Just forget about it.
So I had already put the white meat on my plate and like gravied it up and everything. And then I was like, oh, and then it was like, well, by the way, the dark meat's right there. And I'm like, well, at this point, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I didn't grab any, and yeah.
You know what you could have done, Tyvis?
No,
you
I
could have just went back and got some dark meat instead of abiding by your weird rule that you could only get one plate on Thanksgiving.
The only thing
easy solution.
The only thing that I was sad about them yams this year. Ooh, yams.
Yams.
Them candy yams was gas this year. That was the best thing on the plate. I don't care what nobody
Why didn't you go back and get more?
I'm not doing that. I told you I'm not doing that.
I don't understand.
One plate rule.
No, you made yourself a rule that you could break if you want to.
I did a nice Peloton workout. I did me some abs in the morning.
Oh, did you?
I got it in, yeah.
Did you go run 3 miles like I did?
Well, on the bike, I rode more than 3 miles.
That doesn't count. Yeah, it's all virtual. That's AI. That's not real.
Don't do that.
I went for real.
Don't you?
I went out there for real in the cold.
Did you run?
I ran. I ran like
You
probably ran
like
10
knee
minutes.
lift ran.
I ran like probably 10 minutes of the time I was out there. Now I was out there for like 50 minutes.
Somebody
but-
call Ripley's.
No, I mean, come on. I would you run like a minute and then you stop for a few minutes. That's what I would do. I mean, you walk. I would run, walk. That's what. Look at me. And I
What they
contend
call
this.
it? Fartlift? What's it called?
Fartlick. Yeah.
that's
Oh my
it.
gosh. How did you know about fartlicks?
Come
Which
on
is
now.
a terrible. Like, how do you? You could never. I still can't not laugh at that term. But yes, that's what it is. Intervals. You're exactly right. But I contend this with 5Ks. I did the pumpkin dash in Marysville. Shout out to everybody who did that.
dashed?
I walked, but I took my oldest two. They ran the 5K. They did great. They beat me, of course, which who cares? I'm not about that. Because here's my thing.
You lost your competitive nature.
I weigh 350 pounds. They're kids.
Well, you know why?
I'm 43
you know why
years old.
You know why you weigh 350 pounds?
Why is that?
Because you was upset. You would have been upset that you only had white meat and would have got back up in line and
Yes.
got another plate.
That's exactly right. Because you know what? Why torture yourself? Just so what? You can be a little faster in a 5K? None of us are marathoners. None of us are going to go win this race.
Your kids
But here's what I
are.
did. No, they didn't win. They just ran. Now, here's what I will say, though. I think these 5Ks, they always do the ages where they're like, well, this person finished in the, I'm in the 40 to 49 category. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So you finish here. I need the weight classes. How did I finish with all the other 300 pounders? The answer is I was probably like top 3, if not 1, because I was looking and I didn't see a lot of other 300 pounders out there. So I should get credit for that. Why do we do just age? Why don't we do weight class too? And hair color and all kinds of other delineator. Why don't we just stick with age? Why not? Look at the fatties and say, hey, who of the fatties did the best? I of the fatties think I did pretty good.
It's sad that you got to try to categorize it.
They do it. They say
you
there's.
trying to categorize it.
I felt pretty good.
I mean, weight class does make more sense, but in the PC society that we live right now, we cannot be, stereotyping.
But we can put age out there. Well, that's ages.
I guess
we
that's
can
the same
delineate
thing.
with
You're
that.
right.
I'm just
You're right.
saying.
Weight
Come
class
on.
makes way more sense.
Give it to me. Yeah, I should have got it. I should have got a
Fat
trophy for
shaming.
being one of the fattest people out there. They should have a weigh-in. Be like, who's the heaviest guy? Oh, hey, this guy. He gets a trophy just for being here because he's fat. Most of the fat people stayed home.
You mean to
not
tell-
this guy?
So you telling me that it wasn't more bigger people there?
No. I was the biggest person there probably because everybody else was like,
Good
everyone
for
else
you.
is doing their fart licks and they're kicking their butt and running with their little, doing the knee highs and
Did
they're
you-
like
did you
swinging their
have,
legs. And I'm just out there eating a turkey leg, getting ready to run.
Did you
Let's go.
did you have headphones in?
Oh, yeah.
What were you listening to out of curiosity?
I was listening. I have a few different mixes that I go to in the
Okay.
running, but this one I had put together a list of my favorite songs from this year
Okay.
of albums that came out, songs from that. So that's what I was
there's
listening
some
to.
heavy metal.
You know what? There was some heavy metal. There was some easy listening stuff. There was some clips. My guys.
I was about to say, I was
put the
going to
clips
ask you
on
that you
there.
had the
Birds
clips.
don't sing. They scream in pain. I was screaming in pain in that song. Oh yeah. There's no hills in Marysville, but I found them yesterday. I was like, how is this hill here? I've driven on this road. It's flat. No, it's uphill somehow. All the roads were uphill for me.
Well, I'm happy for you.
It was fun. I was out there.
And then you went and feasted after that.
Yeah, I
How many
did.
places did you have?
I had, you know what? I had one. Because I got to talking, and then by the time I got done talking, they had to already put the food away, and I was like, oh, well, and I was drinking too.
Where you was at, they only
At my house. My wife
they
was
put
like,
the food away.
we
that
got to get this
fast?
stuff out. Well, because then we had to get now dessert though. I don't limit to one plate. That's where I had 3 pieces of pie. I mean, come on, I made up for it. And then after everybody left, I got the turkey out and I got some King's Hawaiian rolls and I put a little turkey, a
little
little
sandwich,
cheddar,
huh?
little barbecue sauce. It's good. Yeah, I ate good last night.
Dylan, how many plates you have?
I had 3 regular plates,
That's ridiculous.
That's great.
then a dessert plate,
Hell yeah.
Ridiculous.
and then
That's living right.
my sister-in-law brought one of those ice cream cake things that you get out of the freezer at Kroger. Had 2 pieces of those, and that's it.
Okay.
That's all.
What do you mean? That's it?
That's
Like
all.
that? Like
Good.
that? Like that
That's a
wasn't
solid,
enough.
well-rounded
I
day.
was disciplined to just eat that.
I had chocolate pudding pie where you get the Jell-O chocolate in the pudding and you do that and you pour it into the graham cracker crust. One of the greatest pies ever invented, and it costs like $2 to make, and it's the easiest. Anybody can make it, and it's great. I had a slice of that. My mom makes a Dutch apple pie. Delicious. Had 2 slices of that.
Dang.
Yeah, it's good. Can't let it go to waste, Tyvis.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't. No, there's starving children somewhere. They're gonna be sad knowing that I'm not eating.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure I
One
eat.
plate, a little bit of everything on the plate.
Wasting food.
So you can make sure that, because if your wife or your aunt made something, you got to make sure you have that on the plate so you can show your appreciation.
That's right.
And then after I had that one plate, I had a little piece of apple pie. A little piece, a little slither of apple pie.
You see, if I'm someone making Thanksgiving dinner, I don't want there to be any leftovers. So the fact that you're only eating one plate would offend me more than anything else.
Exactly right. Why they go through all this work to make the food and then you ignore it?
Well, you know why I wouldn't offend you?
Sorry, I'm Tyvis. Only eat one plate.
Because you know that I'm only going to eat one plate.
I got my rules here.
That's because if you've been with me for the past 3 years, you know that I'm only going to eat one plate, and you know I'm not going to make a big plate.
Okay. All right.
It's what it is.
That's fine. This has all been a lovely conversation, but we got some business to attend to. I don't know if you know, tomorrow, Buckeyes. Yeah. Going to Ann Arbor. We're going to talk about it next. We're going to break down some parts of it. We're going to do it all day. Buckeyes, Michigan, next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now, no crashes as you're heading out the door. We are seeing a little bit of congestion on 71 at that Outlet Mall exit for those Black Friday shoppers. Everything else, though, moving up to speed. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Men, it's the holidays, a time of love and joy. But if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, the season can be tough on you. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you and your partner are experiencing struggles because of ED, change it up this year. Give the best gift you can give to the one you love by treating your ED and restoring your relationship. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED, and as a Promedic restorative health practice, we've literally seen countless thousands of relationships renewed across the nation. Plus, with treatments having success rates well over 90%, coupled with many treatment options, we can likely find the right one for you. You may even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us and give your partner the best gift you can give this season. A renewed, restored relationship. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
At Kemba Financial Credit Union, we care about you. Consumers like you say they don't want monthly fees for checking, and we listen. Introducing hassle-free checking with no monthly service fee. Use it as an easy place to deposit and transfer your money, along with your everyday banking needs. Plus, Kemba's expansive digital banking services make it easy for you to bank how you want. At Kemba, we're always thinking of ways to put you and your finances first. Visit Kemba.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Restrictions apply.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
When it's 6 a.m. and you need a skid steer and you want to talk to an actual person about skid steers, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. With the largest rental fleet and hardest working equipment experts in Columbus, we can help steer you to the right skid steer at the right price right now. Tracks or wheels, diesel or gas, light, medium, or heavy duty. Plus attachments for loading, grading, digging, drilling, tilling, and trenching. No wonder the Columbus builders building Columbus lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. Oh, this week it's Rivalry Week, or as we like to call it, Beat Michigan Week, or Try Not to Get Pepper Sprayed Week. Rivalry Week sounds better. Let's go with that.
Rivalry Week on the Fan is sponsored by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers.
Ryan Day's proven he has what it takes to win a natty, but can he take control of the biggest rivalry in sports? Will Julian Sayin or Jeremiah Smith have a Heisman moment? Will the fan staff consume 500 wings in a single setting? Let's find out together. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see a slight chance of snow showers today. Otherwise, expect skies to be mostly cloudy to partly sunny. In the morning, gusty winds will make us feel like we're in the teens. And then this afternoon, the winds won't be as crazy, but it'll still be cold with our highs only getting in the mid to upper 30s. Mostly clear skies for us tonight overnight with our low right around 20. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Are you working? Because we barely are. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football and quiet quitting. The Fan. Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
29 seconds left in the game. 21-19, Michigan leading. Ohio State second and goal out of the huddle. Antonio Pittman, single setback. Troy Smith under center. Smith with a football. Hands to Pittman. Left side, Pittman to the one, to the end zone. Antonio Pittman as he bumped off a defender. And Ohio State has reclaimed the lead.
Oh, that was a good one. 25-21, 2005 Buckeyes in Ann Arbor getting the job done. Anthony Gonzalez with the catch.
Gonzo.
Unk.
Troy's,
I call him.
Unk? Okay. Good.
Yes.
Yeah, well, hey, you're
My
doing
uncle.
Gonzalez, right?
Yes.
Of course, he's probably related. Troy Smith, 300 yards in that game. Yeah, that was a huge win up there. And hopefully get another one of those tomorrow. We got to get back on the winning, I don't know, side of things. So, Tyvis, you know I'm nervous about this.
Yeah,
I know you're not.
Not at all.
I wish I had your level of calm about this. But you played in this rivalry. You have 4 pairs of gold pants. You have never lost to Michigan.
Correct.
I was watching footage of, I believe it was from the 2013 game. It was either
very iconic game.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's where someone had a little pick at the end of the game. Kind of seal it up, 42-41.
I just feel like 2013 had all the things that a rivalry is supposed to have.
Oh, that was the fight.
Yeah.
That was
Marcus Hall flicking everybody off.
As who was on the call for that? Was it Gary Danielson who was calling him Dontrell Willis? Like he's like, Dontrell Willis is getting thrown out of this game. And I'm like,
really?
Is the
they
pitcher
butchered it that bad?
Yeah. And it's like, you mean
the
Dontrell?
D-train?
Yeah. I was like, we're switching sports here, but whatever. Yeah, but like, so that game they came out and you guys came out in the cocaine whites, as the kids are calling them. You had the chrome helmets, which, by the way, if they snuck those uniforms up there today and put those out tomorrow with the chrome helmets, I would not complain at all.
Listen, man,
I would not complain at all.
If they pulled them jerseys out,
it's over.
They're winning 76-0.
Yeah, they got it. I would love to see them do that tomorrow. However, I was watching that game. There is a clip that they put out, the Ohio State media people put out the next year. Probably, I'm guessing 2014. I'm guessing this clip is from 2013. I want to know if you remember this speech. In the 2013 game, it appears it was in the visitor locker room.
Okay.
Urban is giving, I can't tell if it's pregame or halftime. You guys are all in your uniforms. Everyone is huddled around him, and he is like 10 inches away from someone's face.
Mm-hmm.
And he is talking
Probably
about
pregame.
He's talking about a street fight. And he's like, this game is a street fight. And they're this video, they're showing highlights of the game, and it's all this stuff. They're showing your pick. They got the big music behind it. And then you hear him saying there's just a street fight every play. And then you hear him just go, swing, swing, swing. And he's like, he is inches from someone's face with both of his fists up.
Yeah, he's an intense guy.
And I watched that, and I said, I want to run through a brick wall, like watching that. What was it like pregame for you guys in Ann Arbor when you're getting ready for this thing? Like, do you remember that speech?
In 2013? No, I don't remember the swing speech. No,
you don't remember anything. Okay.
I was probably fired up anyways.
It's a good moment. You should. I'll tweet it out. You should go look it up. It's good.
The thing about 2013 was it was literally like, as soon when you got off the bus, like it was up when you got off the bus. Like they were trying their hardest to like intimidate us, and it was just like, oh, you got the right one. Like I think they realized, oh, you messing with the right one. So like you go out for pregame, like you go warm up, and this chirping. I'm talking about like as you jogging out of the tunnel, they down there at the end of the tunnel, like talking crap. And like, and it's just like, oh, y'all are serious. Like, oh, this is serious. So it was a little scuffle right before, like right in the pregame as people was warming up. I think I can't remember who got into it with somebody, but it was like a lot of chirping going on. Obviously, when you get done with the pregame, like your individuals, we're walking back up, and you after you get done with your individuals, come on, you put your shoulder pads on and things like that. Well, before we got in the locker room, that's when the wide receivers got into it with the locker room, because they was like walking up the tunnel, and like they swung the door open, and they out there like, yeah, y'all know what it is, blah 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 blah. And so Jeff and Philly and Devin looking like, who y'all talking to? So, like, they get into it. So then people come out the door, and now everybody jumping out the door, like, what's up? Like, what's up? It's up. Oh, it was great. It was perfect. Then, obviously, you calm it down. You know, Coach Meyer gives his swing speech. And it's funny because it's this video of Coach Fick. Coach Fick has both arms like stretched out on the door, like trying to hold us back, because like the door is open and the Wolverines is in the thing, like talking. And Coach Fick is trying, like his whole body is trying to hold everybody back. And he like, I'm telling y'all better leave him alone. Leave him alone. And they like push him out the way, and then we take off, man. It was great, man. It was. Man, if you wasn't fired up to play that game, then you playing the wrong sport. I'm gonna just tell you, this football thing ain't for you. So it was great, man. It was, and I really 2013 was like a movie.
When I find that trailer, I'll post it, because it legitimately, I think they made it in 2014, because it looks like something out of a movie. When they put that trailer together, it is something that you just say, this. I want to watch this movie. Yeah. Whatever this is, they're advertising. I want to watch this every game.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
No game was like 13. 13 was by far the wildest one.
Obviously, that was your first time up there.
That was my first time up there, and that was my first actual one that I played in, because 12 I was redshirted.
Yeah. Right. That's
for me as a young dude, I was like, oh, this is live. This is what I'm talking about.
I forgot about who was their big tight end they had, because was Devin, or was he tight end?
No, you talking about Devin Funches.
Devin Funches, who was wide receiver, but like he was big like a tight end.
Yeah, he was.
But they used him a lot in that game.
And that was so the funny part is, after we won the game, that's when Roby walked up to me after the game, and he goes, I personally want to thank you. You saved my career. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He like, I gave up the touchdown. He said, I gave up the touchdown.
No one remembers that.
Nobody gonna remember it now.
Yeah, man, that's how this game is. Memories are made. This is where you go for the legend making. This is where the icons are built, is in that factory. It's either up in Ann Arbor or here in Columbus, Ohio. But they do it every year, and they pump out a few every year, and you hope they're scarlet and gray and not maize and blue. But that's That's what it is. This last few years, the models have all been maize and blue. We need a few scarlet and grays to hit the line again and be back. That needs to be the model this year of the icons that are built.
For some odd reason, when I think of this game, I feel like the Wolverines are going to be the aggressors as far as like the trash talking and all the off the field antics.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that because I feel like that's what you have to do. You got to they're going to try to get into their heads because like from all that I'm reading about the Woody this year and like practices right now, it's not as intense. Like they much more relaxed and laid back. And I feel like they know that they're going to go up there and win. Like they know that there's nothing the Wolverines can do to really do that. So the only way the Wolverines can do, because it's a young team. They're like one of the youngest teams in the Big Ten. Like I think that the only way they feel like they can have a chance is to make them take their minds out of it. Like make them focus.
The Wolverines.
Yeah, try to make them like fight us, like that type of thing. Or like Wolverines try to fight, make the Buckeyes fight the Wolverines to take their mind off of what their job assignments is and stuff like that.
To your point, it's a weird juxtaposition because Ohio State comes in with all the accolades, all the talent, all the award lists, right? Have a Buckeye on them pretty much, at least one. Right?
Probably, yeah.
You go through all the different awards that are out there for college football, postseason awards. All the watch lists are all Buckeyes.
Not special teams, but
okay, we'll leave that one alone. But that's,
I know how you feel. I know how you lunatic fringe people think.
We're ready for that. No, but you know what? Like Michigan, though, they are still technically in the playoff race, still technically in the Big Ten championship hunt. If they get a lot of help and if they win this game, those are things that I hope don't happen. But they're telling themselves, like, we have a chance. They are the clear underdogs in this game. However, they've won 4 in a row. So in this rivalry, they're the underdogs on the field. If this were just two teams that were put them in neutral colors and you never heard of their backstories. Mm-hmm. But the fact is we know the backstories. We know who these two teams are. And we know the history of the last few years with these two programs. Ryan Day is Ryan Day. And as much as he's done everything else that he needs to be he has an all-time winning percentage that is favorable to Newt Rockne. When you compare the two, like that's how good of a coach he's been. He's won a national championship now, but he's got to get over this hump. But I know they beat Michigan in 2019 when he was his first year. Mm. But it's been a long time since we've seen that. He's got to get past that mental hurdle. This team has to get past that mental hurdle. That's why I find it interesting that Ohio State is basically a lot of confidence coming into this game, where they should be from on the field this year. What they've done, you would think that should be a confident team. They're talented. They know how good they are. And they hope they know what's ahead of them. But Michigan has had the edge in this series.
I think this year, like I said, Ryan Day has done a wonderful job of blocking out the outside noise. Like, he hadn't been right since Jim Harbaugh did some people think they hit a triple, was born on third base. Like, that comment really messed with him mentally for many, many years. And obviously, the stat of who wins the rushing battle really affected him last year as well, and the play calling and things like that. But I think for the first time, he's in a space. Him winning that national championship put him in a head space where it's like he got confirmation that he's good. He knows he wasn't born on third base because I just won a national championship. So I feel like him winning put him in a space to where they'll be successful, where none of the outside noise, the Dave Point noise and all of that, like they can say whatever, but I don't think it's going to faze him at all. And I think that's what makes this year different.
Well, I have a lot of confidence because you're going up there. And if you're going to be in the attendance for this game, then maybe that brings them the luck they need. Because you do need a little luck in this game. You got to fight. You got to be physical. You got to be the better team, all that stuff. You need a couple bounces to go your way, too. Nick Saban thinks Ohio State fans are insane because of this rivalry. I'll tell you why in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now, heading out the door, no crashes that we're watching, but seeing a little bit of congestion on I-71 near that Outlet Mall exit. Lots of folks in those north and southbound lanes getting off over there, but everything else looking nice and clear. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
If you're serving dinner and drinks like I am this holiday season, you're not just working, you're working hard. But thanks to Congressman Mike Carey, that hard work's paying off more than ever. Congressman Carey delivered for working moms like me when he passed the biggest tax cut in United States history. I make a lot of my money in tips. And thanks to Mike Carey, I'm not paying taxes on tips or overtime anymore. And taking home more to my family for the holidays. Mike Carey even passed thousands in tax relief for Ohio seniors. And expanded the child tax credit to $2,200. That means less worrying about making ends meet and more time spent on things that really matter this holiday season. Hear more about how Congressman Mike Carey's helping my family and yours at carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the Office of Mike Carey.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Best bets of the weekend coming up at 7. Then at 7:17, we will talk with Jeff Sabota, Jackets Insider. 7:30, Meredith Garfalo, 10 TV meteorologist. She will join us. Give you a preview. What is going on with the weather in Ann Arbor? 1 hour from now, we'll find out with maybe a little snow, maybe a little cold, little wind. How will that all play out? Oh, and then 2 hours from now, 8:30, be talking to a guy who will be up in Ann Arbor. He's been there before. We were talking about him last segment. His name's Urban Meyer. He will join us at 8:30 today. So
I heard Tom Brady say he gonna be on Big Noon.
I'm sure that listen, this game, it's weird because I've heard some people say they don't feel like this game has any juice. I feel the exact opposite.
Why? Because they're a young team?
I mean, I don't know. They're better than they were last year. And last year they beat Ohio State. Ohio State is once again trying to compete for a national championship. They still can regardless of the outcome of this game. That part sucks, quite honestly, that this game doesn't have the same meaning from a ruining your season level that it used to, right? Mm-hmm. But it does have that way for Michigan, right? If Ohio State beats Michigan, Michigan's done. They're playing in a bowl game that's probably named after a tractor company. Like they're just, I'm just saying.
Caesar's Bowl.
Sure, whichever one. Like, sure. I'm just saying.
Pinstripe Bowl.
Yeah, they can go play in a baseball stadium for all I care. So that's going to be a big difference for them. There's juice there. And then of course,
Josh Pate, you think you know a guy?
Oh, I don't. Josh Pate picked Michigan because he's just trying to get people to click on it. That's all good. I understand it. Here's a guy, by the way, who's also. This Nick Saban audio, he said stuff like this last year. He doubled down on it this year with, he was on with Pat McAfee, and he was talking about rivalry games in general, and then he just out of nowhere took a left turn and went to this.
I mean, these Ohio State fans, they're psychotic about this, man. They all need to go to see the doctor someplace. I'd rather win the national championship than beat Michigan. That's just me.
Oh, okay. Well, I get that. But Nick, he went on to tell a story about how he coached at Ohio State, because he did. He was an assistant under Earl Bruce back in the 80s. And he talked about going up there and beating Michigan and how that was great. And the whole time he's like, yeah, that was fun, but these fans are a little crazy. And I thought, this is the whole argument we have with the SEC. He was talking about the Iron Bowl with Auburn and Alabama. This argument's been brought up. I saw Joel Klatt was on some hillbilly radio show where they were like, the Iron Bowl's better than the game. And it's like, no, it's not. Joel Klatt just laughed in their face and said, no, it's not. You have no idea what you're talking about. Like, this is why. Because there is no element that those fans understand about this game. They will all bring up that Alabama and Auburn, well, they live next, in Alabama, you live by it. An Auburn fan can be your neighbor. An Auburn fan can be, here, there, elsewhere. This rivalry is so intense between Ohio State and Michigan, we have to be separated by a state border. You need that separation for the most part because it's that intense. We couldn't handle living next to each other.
We were talking about this on our show prep for the tailgate show, and Brock was trying to come up with another rivalry.
Brock Vereen?
Yeah,
right?
He was like, I don't think it's anything that compares. He said you would have to go to you have to look at soccer or something like that.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's violence behind this.
There was a war. A war fought over land. Yes.
So,
Toledo exists because of this.
It's like Yeah, like when you factor all that in, like, no, it's not like it's different. Yeah.
Here's my one argument for why it's not close. In 2015 and in 2017, Alabama lost to Auburn and won the national championship. Did we hear any rhetoric of, oh, was this still a successful season because they lost to Auburn?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
We didn't hear any of that. Now it's still a year later, and we're still hearing like, oh, yeah, Ohio State won the national championship last year, but they lost to Michigan. We didn't hear any of that.
Is it? But to be fair, did they say that down there in SEC
No,
country?
they didn't.
Because we don't live in SEC country.
One, those people, you know the chair that exists in hotel rooms where there's like the bed and then there's the little chair in the corner?
Yeah.
That's what all of their fans love to be with their own conference, where it's like some other team from their conference is in on the action. And they're sitting there on the sideline going, SEC, yeah! That's them. They're all a bunch of hillbilly wonks who don't know how to do anything, and they take everybody else's success as their own. Here, we have a little thing where our own success at Ohio State is not our own success. We don't bathe in it the way they do because we still want the best. You can win a national championship, but if you didn't get Michigan, guess what? People are going to be mad. We have that. They don't. That's different. So, yeah, they can go down there and talk about, oh, yeah, man, I put a little poison on a tree. Yay. Oh, good. Wow, you killed a plant. What? Oh, so stunning. Good for you.
It's gonna be very interesting when all of this clash between SEC and Big Ten happens.
Now, I'm trying to think of the keys to this game for me. And the number one key for me with this Ohio State-Michigan game, cannot have a slow start for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I think that's the only...
Seems like that keeps happening in this game, and we can't have that.
And you listen to them talk. Like, you listen to, like, all of the Wolverines and Dave Portnoy and all those people talk. Like, that's the common theme with them, is if we can make it to halftime and it's close, we got a shot. It's funny to me that they know technically they don't have a shot unless they just find a way to slow Ohio State's offense down for 2 quarters and blah, blah, blah. So that's, to me, the key thing as well is you get up there and you go 14-0. They gonna just go ahead and say, well, it's over with because we ain't got nothing for that.
That's exactly right. Now, I want to do something because I've had a few requests for this. People have asked us to play when I was on the afternoon show, we did this Ballad of Ann Arbor.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing where I would impersonate dead radio host Paul Harvey badly. And I would read this story about how because they say certain things about Ann Arbor, right? As if the town of Ann Arbor was actually a woman.
Mm-hmm. It is.
She would be a bit of a
woman of the night.
A slooty sloot. And
woman of the night.
So we did a big story about that. And so people have asked, like, now that I'm not on afternoons, would we play that in the mornings? And I just feel like the morning show's a different vibe. They can still play it on afternoons if they want to. Common Man and Timmy, find out what they do today, coming up at 3. But I just figured, I don't know that we necessarily need to do that. But I did go dig up some music. You've heard of the Ohio Players. This is a band called the Michigan Haters. And we have a little song from them. So hope you'll enjoy it.
Ann Arbor walk the midnight street. Indecent offers to everyone she'd meet. One by one, the players came. Each one screaming out her name. Ann Arbor, they built a city in her honor. Ann Arbor. The Wolverines all scored with her. Went through the locker room and never tired. Afterward, the team had a burning fire. Players couldn't run, QB couldn't pass. They were all distracted by her aspirations, which were profound. Her bastard children name this town. And was a busy lady. Ann Arbor, they built a city in her honor. Ann Arbor, the Wolverines all scored with her. Ann Arbor.
Take that with you up there. We'll come back. We'll talk a little Thanksgiving football. NFL was fun yesterday. We'll get into it. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, no crashes as you head out. We are seeing busy traffic on I-71 up to the north and a little bit on 270 near Easton, but no crashes right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. For every $50 you spend in Roosters gift cards this holiday season, you'll receive a $10 Roosters bonus buck. Available at Roosters locations or at roosterswings.com.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Get your furnace fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling. 1-800-COOLING.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun. Your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you picked match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sportsball or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
The Ohio State University Army ROTC isn't just a curriculum. It's more than just a path to a degree. For more than 150 years, we have been forging tomorrow's leaders. Here you will find your purpose, your mission, your ROTC family. At Ohio State, you're not just joining Army ROTC, you're stepping into a history of excellence that spans generations. Learn more at arotc.osu.edu. Buckeyes lead the way.
Warm up with toasted burritos, bowls, and quesadillas at Hothead Burritos. Crispy golden on the outside, perfectly melted cheese on the inside. Let us toast yours today because everything's better toasted at Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some.
Sunday, a day of rest, relaxation, and Browns football. Catch the Brownies as they battle the Niners live from the land.
Kickoff comes your way Sunday at 1.
Your radio home of the Browns, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Finley, chest high, hits the punt from his 25. It's in the air. Backing up Ted Ginn. Makes the catch to the Ohio State 18. Moves left side to the 20. Now back to the right. He'll go. And now wide to the left again. 30, 35, 40. Ted Ginn. 45, 50. Down the left sideline goes Ted Ginn. 20, 10, 5. See you later. Touchdown, Ted Ginn of Ohio State.
That was 2004. Buckeyes won that one 37-21. You know, I have highlights that are more recent, but I'd like to have this year or next year when we do this show, I'd like to have highlights from the previous year because the last 4 years worth of highlights, I didn't really feel. I mean, there's some that you could have played.
Jack Sawyer's pick.
Could have played the Jack Sawyer pick, but then what would he have to do after that? Have to remind ourselves that Jack Sawyer was then fighting people at midfield to try to keep the flag off of the.
As he should have been.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm saying like
I have
the fact
no
that
problem
Michigan.
with what he did.
It's not about that. It's about the fact that if Michigan doesn't win that game, they're not planting any flags.
It's just like I was watching something and they were talking about. Do you think Ohio State's going to bring flags to the – oh, it was Jack Sawyer. They was asking – it was what's the dude on NFL Network?
I have no idea.
Boy, that dude that used to do the 40 in the suit.
Rich Eisen?
Rich Eisen.
Yeah.
He was asking –
Oh, because he's a Michigan guy.
Yeah, he had Jack Sawyer on his podcast, and he was asking him – yeah, is y'all gonna bring a flag up there? He said, do you think they gonna bring a flag? And he was like, Jack was like, nah, they not gonna try to plant no flag like that. That they're not gonna do that. Like this group of men just don't come off like that. Like I really feel like they will be very level headed and they will handle the chaos like to perfection. Where none of that stuff will bother them. None of that stuff will get them out their hookup. Because they going to be like, we about to go out here and win the game and then just get out of here. To where, like, if they were young, like it was a younger group, like that didn't know any better, they probably fall victim to it. But like I said, you adapt the mentality of the coach, and Ryan Day, to me, his head space is just totally different. Like, you're not about to affect him.
I hope so. I feel like we heard a lot of that last year and year before, and like how, this year Ryan Day gets it. He understands it's different now. I hope this year is different. I hope it is, because we need a different result up there. Yesterday, NFL. There were plenty of games to talk about, but we'll start with the Bengals, the latest one. They go out in I thought pretty shocking fashion, beat the Ravens 32-14. The Ravens turned the ball over 5 times in this game. Lamar Jackson had, I think, 2 fumbles on his own and then threw a pick as well. And a couple of his wide receivers also fumbled the ball. So, like, could not hang. Ball security was at a premium yesterday, and they could not handle that.
It was one of those situations where I was awake and I watched Cincinnati go up. And I'm thinking, because like at the first quarter, you seen Derrick Henry break the run, and I'm like, oh, well, Cincinnati's scared to hit this dude.
It kind of looked like that, didn't it?
To hit this dude. He about to go here and they gonna run away with this thing. And then I seen the turnovers, and I'm like, okay, hold on. Cincinnati defense is getting stops and stuff. Oh, this is different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I woke up to my surprise this morning and seen 32-14, and I'm like, oh, they shellacked it. They really put it on them. And it was good to see Joe Burrow come back. It was funny because, you know, as I was watching it, him and Jamar Chase was like not on the same page. Like he kept missing them. And they were saying like, oh yeah, you know, everybody even Joe Flacco, when he was starting, he was spamming Jamar Chase. He's like, I'm gonna just throw it. He had like 20 targets in the game and stuff like that. And it was funny because Joe was trying to do the same thing to get going. And as I was going to bed, they had just started to catch their groove again. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, Joe did a good job outside of giving him 14 targets. He did a good job of getting other guys involved, like Chase Brown. Like Chase Brown out the backfield and in the passing game was a big thing. And then finding guys in the red zone, you know, like Tanner Hudson and what's his name? Yosivas?
Yosivas.
Yosivas.
Yeah,
I can't
right.
never say it. Yosivas. Yeah. Hitting him for a touchdown too.
For the people that said that Joe Burrow coming back wouldn't matter because it wouldn't fix the defense, take that. They gave him 14 points. But 5 turnovers?
Hang on.
I don't know.
Did it fix the defense, or is it the Ravens just shooting themselves in the foot?
Is it causation or correlation? I don't know. I don't know, T-Bone. All I know is what I saw last night.
It's very odd, though, because, I mean, the way that defense played yesterday, or at least if you look at it from the standpoint that they generated turnovers, I mean, that is what your defense, if they can generate 5 turnovers a game, then suddenly that's a very different defense than what we've been dealing with. And maybe they could win out and make this thing interesting. The problem is, I just can't believe this Bengals defense is solely about, oh, Joe Burrow's playing? Well, then we'll play. Oh, it's Joe Flacco that's playing? Well, I don't know how to play football, which is how it's looked the last few weeks with them. So, I mean, I guess you shouldn't say the last few weeks. The last couple of weeks, the Bengals defense has started to play better. But it was the 5 or 6 weeks prior to that where they just completely melted down multiple times. And if it wasn't multiple seasons of seeing that, I would believe maybe they turned a corner. But yeah, right now, the Bengals have a little bit of hope that I don't think I expected at the end of this thing. I thought they would lose this game and it would be, hey, Joe Burrow threw for 350 and 4 touchdowns and they lost 35 to, 34, something like that. Like I didn't think they would win this game at all, let alone dominate the Ravens, kind of how they did.
Well, you know what we got to do.
Look at the schedule.
Look at the schedule.
Let's look at it.
Look at the
it's
schedule.
The best thing. Yeah, it's Tyvis' favorite segment every day.
We got the Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. Man, they went out.
Sure. Well, yeah, if they went out, they'd be, what would they be, 9-8?
9-8.
I mean, I don't know if that gets you a playoff spot. As it sits right now, like, the last team.
Well, they're going to beat the Ravens twice, so, that stops.
Team you could jump.
You could jump the Ravens, and I don't know what Pittsburgh got going on.
Okay, so Pittsburgh's 6-5. Obviously, they'll play, I presume they play on Sunday,
They
right?
play the Browns again this year, so.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Browns have got to finish 8-9, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's leave the Browns out of this because, I mean, they are not far off from where the Bengals are technically, but, yeah, I don't know. I'm ready to go there. However,
this talk right here, if I'm a Bengals fan, like after the alcohol wore off last night and I was super excited about the win, I'm yelling into my pillow because you're now in purgatory. Yeah. Okay? Because what's going to happen is what you guys are talking about. They're going to get hot. They're going to make it interesting. They're going to miss the playoffs again.
Yep.
And then next year, you're going to have a nice rinse and repeat of the last 2 or 3 seasons where you have hope for this team because of what you saw, how they ended the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to happen all over again.
Yeah, I obviously I don't think the Bengals are making the playoffs. This is not me trying to hype them up or anything like that. It's just the fact of the matter is they're not mathematically out of it, and they looked very different yesterday with Joe Burrow, both on offense. But again, I still feel like it's a product of the Ravens shooting themselves in the foot more than it is the Bengals defense caused that to happen. Lamar Jackson has not been himself the last few weeks. Like, he has not looked right. I know he's been dealing with a lot of injuries too, but he looked terrible yesterday. So is that a product of the Bengals defense just suddenly figuring it out? I don't think so. By the way, the Bills are sitting at 7th right now at 7-4. Jags are at 6th in the AFC. Like, those are the wild card teams you'd have to chase down.
You know who ain't gonna be in who ain't gonna be in it?
Who's that?
The Chiefs.
Oh, I tell you what,
you're right.
They done.
Chiefs are.
I mean, it's crazy.
The Chiefs and the Ravens are both at 6-6. Isn't that crazy? Like, did you have that on your bingo card to start this year?
I had the Ravens going like 12-5. And
yeah,
that's not
happening. No,
the difference between the Ravens and the Chiefs, though, is that the Ravens have a very realistic shot to win their division. The Chiefs are almost out of their division race.
You're right.
And 2 of the teams that they're chasing in the wild card, the Bills and the Jags, they lost to, so they don't even have the tiebreaker over those 2. They would have to finish a game ahead of those guys to make the playoffs. Yeah. It's not looking good for the Chiefs.
You know what else it's not looking good for? Because the Cowboys obviously won this game and they played great, and now they're starting to really make a push after their trade deadline deals they made. They've looked like a lot better team. Beating the 2 teams that were in the Super Bowl last year in 5 days, right? Sunday and then Thursday.
4 days.
4 days,
whatever. It's pretty good, right? So, like, they've got a ton of hope right now. Team that doesn't is the Lions. Losing that game now.
And Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Well, now he's injured, right? But they've dropped 2 of 3. And the one that they won was that overtime win against the Giants where everyone thought that's atrocious that the Giants are even in this game.
I feel bad
Lions
for Detroit.
Problems right now.
Because if they lose next week, because they got Detroit next week.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait, the Lions have Detroit next week?
I mean,
the Cowboys. Lions and Cowboys. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a monster game next week. What is that? Is that the Thursday game?
They right.
It
is. The Lions are 8th in the NFC. Dallas is 9th, so they would just flip.
Well, and the other thing with the Lions is,
and if you put your wrist up, and you never know, and Shador go out here and pull this Sunday.
From the Lions
I'm just
to the Browns.
saying, if he pull it, he pull this Sunday.
How did you do that?
Ooh-wee.
I just want to tell you, the Lions and the Packers, that game yesterday was worth 2 because the Packers have that tie. And the Cowboys have the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
If the Lions and the Packers or the Lions and the Cowboys finish with the same record of wins, well, because one of their losses is not a loss, it's a tie, then you technically are going to miss the playoffs. Like if the Packers and Lions finish with the same win total, the Packers would get over them because they don't have as many losses.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Cowboys. So now, like that game yesterday for the Packers, that's like gaining 2 games on the Lions for them. And the Cowboys yesterday winning while the Lions lost, also like gaining 2 games for them. So, yeah, that is watch out for that Lions team too. I don't want to say crater, but
they don't
if
make
they lose,
the playoffs,
after what they did last year,
a colossal fail.
I told you guys after week 1, the window was closed.
I know you did. You did. Best bets for the weekend coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. No crashes that we're tracking right now. Busy traffic, though, on I-71 near the Outlet Mall exit and on I-270 out near Easton. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Timmy Hall here, proud to be back for my 4th year supporting Nationwide Children's Hospital and Light Up the Lawn, Light Up a Life. The holidays can be tough for kids and families spending it in the hospital. So now through December 31st, more than 100 giant illuminated butterflies will shine on the hospital lawn, each one sparkling to life with every single donation. When patients see those butterflies glow, they'll know their community's thinking of them, sending waves of hope and joy. So let's do this together. Let's light up the lawn and light up a life. Donate now at nationwidechildrens.org/give.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the Fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Looking for Black Friday truck deals? Then head to Germain Toyota. Right now, the savings are straight up and the offers are real. Right now, drive home a 2025 Tacoma with 0% financing up to 48 months with every vehicle sold at MSRP and 20% down. No trade required, or step up to the power of a 2025 or 2026 Tundra. Also 0% financing for up to 72 months. No gimmicks, no games. MSRP pricing and 20% down. No trade needed. 0% Black Friday savings at Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. You've invested in everything else this year. Have you invested in you? Awaken 180 is HSA and FSA approved. Why? Because it works. Make your tax-free investment yourself pay you dividends every single day. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Factory Direct is really pretty simple. The factory sells it directly to the consumer. I mean, we build it. There's nothing that anybody else does. We have stations where everybody touches the window. Everyone sees what's going on. So if there's an issue, we catch it as it's going down the line. That's probably the biggest thing, is the ability to make sure what goes out the door is what I want to go out the door.
Visit Rosati Windows by the end of this month and get 35% off all windows and doors.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates, attorneys who care.
'Tis the season to be hungry at Roosters. That's why for every $50 spent on Roosters gift cards, you'll receive a $10 Rooster Buck back in your stocking. May your holidays be filled with friends and family, love and laughter, and of course, Roosters Wings. Go to roosterswings.com today or drop by any Roosters location to purchase your $50 holiday gift cards and receive a $10 Rooster Buck in return. Happy holidays from all of us at Roosters. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Dormar, your climate hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We had a Thanksgiving triple header, including the return of Joe Burrow for the Cincinnati Bengals in Baltimore. Burrow threw for 261 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the defense turned the Ravens over 5 times. Cincinnati would go on to win 32-14. In other NFL action, the Packers beat the Lions 31-24. The Cowboys beat the Chiefs 31-28. And today, the Bears will visit the Philadelphia Eagles for a Black Friday game. The Blue Jackets will be on home ice tonight to face the Penguins. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. And finally, ahead of the Ohio State Buckeyes matchup with the team up north, Urban Meyer will join T-Bone and Tyvis at 8:30. This update was sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank.
Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Men, the holiday season is here, full of hustle, bustle, and packed with activity. But when your energy is drained, you're not sleeping well, and your sex drive is nowhere to be found, then maybe it's tough to feel festive. These could be signs of low testosterone. If that's what's going on, this is your season to take action and get treated. Guys, low T begins in your early to mid 30s. Guys start losing 2 to 3% of their testosterone production every year. It happens gradually, and before you know it, you just ain't the same guy that you once was, like the Hulk. You can have a decrease in libido, putting on weight, less productive at the gym, poor sleep patterns, or you could just be sad and depressed. If you have these symptoms, go to tristatemenshealth.com. Take their low T quiz. It's a simple 10-question quiz with yes or no answers. It takes 2 minutes. After that, you want to schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health, where they will have your lab work within 30 minutes. A licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss options with you to make a decision with their medical team. Cost of the appointment is $99, which includes a medical consult, TMPSA test, and if you sign up for testosterone treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. We have 6 locations, 2 of them right here in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville, so call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
By the way, I want to remind people that you can go on to the Fan app right now, hit record audio, and you can actually record yourself making a prediction for the game, maybe a little smack talk about Michigan during the game. If you're watching it and it's going the way you want it to or the way you don't want it to, and you want to voice your thoughts on that, you can hit that app. Just go to the Fan app, hit record audio, and it's right there. And we actually got a voicemail in, Tyvis.
Oh?
Into the Fan app. Yes, it just says here it's from someone named Denzel. Let me play.
Tyvis, as your father, I just want you to know that I also hate the team up north. You know they ain't got on us this year. This defense may not give up a touchdown all game long, And this offense, Julian saying to Jeremiah Smith, is going to be open all day long. You know what? I hope it does snow. Real Buckeyes aren't afraid of a little cold weather. 42-14. Belt to ass. Go Bucks.
Well, there you go.
Man,
look at that.
Look at my pops.
Got that in there.
Up.
Got that in there in 30
My
seconds.
pops
So
is fired up.
if you want to leave a voicemail, maybe like whoever that guy was, go ahead and do it.
You know, it's interesting. It's funny that my father comes up because I was. So my mother is dating this new guy, right? And
not Denzel.
No, yeah, her and Denzel split.
Okay, gotcha.
So she's dating this new guy, and she brought him to my in-laws for Thanksgiving.
Okay,
and he brought his grandmother. His grandmother is 106 years old.
Wow,
and she's like mobile, moving, and all those things. So she meets me for the first time, and I say, "Yeah, I'm Robin's boy." She said, "Oh, you Robin's son?" She was like, "You got it." She has a handsome son, and I said, "Well, ma'am, you know, I get my looks from my father, Denzel Washington."
What did she say to that? Did she go?
Oh, she died laughing.
Oh, well, thank God you said laughing. I thought for a second, I'm like, no, she died. No, don't do that. Tyvis, you can't be killing grandma. 106 years old.
Just saying. So
she's working hard.
It's
to be
interesting
here.
to hear him leave us a voicemail because, you know.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, did grandma go back for seconds or did she just eat the one plate?
I'm not sure.
You should have paid attention to that because that would let you know how to live to 106. Maybe she's eating 3 plates.
I sat at the little kids' table.
Why?
Because I just wanted to.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Well, that's very nice for you to do. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Now we're going to ruin it by telling you what to not bet on today.
Gambling is a risky proposition, especially when you listen to these guys. Here's your best bets for the weekend.
Dylan, we were not good last week, right?
You guys are not good last week.
Okay, don't lump him in with us. I'm sorry, I forgot. Can't lump Dylan in.
I thought we was a show.
We went 2-4, and one of us had all the wins. I'm not going to say who it was.
Okay,
yes.
Fine.
You were 0-2 too?
Yeah, I was bad. Well, we're going to get right today.
For a show record of 33, 26, and 1, which is still really good. So still ride with us.
Okay, maybe. Or we're trending down. I don't know. All right, so here's what I've got today. I'm actually going to say both of my picks are going to be from today. We'll start in the world of college football. The Egg Bowl is happening. That is Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Rivalry games. There's lots of good college football on today. There's one NFL game, which we'll get to in a moment. But that Ole Miss game, all the distractions with Lane Kiffin, all the doubters about, they can't keep focused with all this stuff. I've watched Mississippi State play more than I care to this year. I've watched Ole Miss play more than I care to. Throw the records out in rivalry games, sure, but 7.5 points? Ole Miss should win this thing by 3 touchdowns. Mississippi State is not good. And I don't care that they hung with Texas and they did all these other things. I don't care that it's at Mississippi State. Lay the 7.5 points. They are daring you to take the points in this game, and I think that's fool's gold. I'm taking Ole Miss to cover.
Last week I went against my analytic eye. You know, like I study teams in the Big Ten a lot, obviously for my job. And I went against what I believe when I took USC over Oregon. Because I said Oregon is on an all-time heater right now, especially when it comes to running the ball. And the 10 just seemed like a lot. Well, I ain't making that mistake twice because I'm rolling with Oregon to – well, they play tomorrow. But Oregon over
today
Washington.
You're rolling with them to win tomorrow.
Oregon over Washington, lay to 6.5. They going to roll Washington.
Yeah. All right, I like that. I'm feeling good about that pick. Dylan,
I will say I really like your Ole Miss pick, and that was going to be my pick. But I do have another one.
Okay, good. I'm sorry I took your pick.
Tennessee -2.5 against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's 14th. Tennessee's ranked 19th. I feel like people are going to be like, oh, the higher ranked team is a dog. Give me those points. No. Take Tennessee at home at Neyland against Vanderbilt. They're still Tennessee's little brother.
I still feel like Tennessee is not a great football team, but I don't think Vanderbilt is either. I think people have just been hyped up on the fact that it's that Northwestern thing a little bit where it's like, oh, Vanderbilt's good. Look at them. They've got Diego Pavia. He's fun. His mom likes to jump over the railing or whatever she was doing the other day. Like, it's all like this is a fun story, but they're not very good. Vanderbilt's not very good. Tennessee's not very good, but I'm with you. I like Tennessee at home there. Good pick, which means it's probably wrong if I like it. Today, you have a Black Friday game on Amazon Prime, Prime Video. Brought to you by Amazon Prime. Whatever.
Is that how you got to say it now?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm just doing I just was reading it off the thing. But the Eagles are 7-point favorites at home against the Bears. Now, both these teams are 7-3, if I'm not mistaken.
8-3.
8-3, right. The Bears are obviously riding high. They feel very good about how they've been playing of late. Eagles have not been playing well. Lost that game to the Cowboys. But I think this is where Vegas, everyone is looking at the number and saying, oh, take the Bears and the points. And I say, yeah, that's what Vegas wants you to do. I'm going to lay the points. Eagles get right. They win big. I still don't believe in this Bears team. And I think it gets found out today. You're going to see it. Eagles win by more than 7. So lay the points.
Yeah, and you hate Common Man. That's what I just heard.
I don't hate Common. He hates the Bears for what it's worth. But yeah, go ahead.
I am going to look at a team that is on fire right now, and you really shouldn't mess with them. But I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
Because I just got to roll the dice, and the number is just disgusting, as Dylan would say. Give me the Panthers plus 10 against the Rams.
Oh.
And it's in Charlotte. I like it. Give me the Panthers plus 10. It's disgusting,
It
Dylan.
is disgusting.
I have a similar bet. It's Vikings plus 11.5. I feel like this line has gotten inflated because J.J. McCarthy's out, but J.J. McCarthy, Carson Wentz, Max Brosmer, Keith Brazen. It doesn't matter who's starting at quarterback for the Vikings this year. They all stink equally, so I don't understand why they're a full 11.5-point underdog against the Seahawks. I think that's just way too many points in an NFL game, so just give me the Vikings plus 11.5.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that Max Brosmer situation? I was thinking about this. He has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. Because if he goes out there and looks like, I'm going to say not necessarily he has to be great. If he looks NFL replacement level quarterback good, you know what I mean? Just average NFL quarterback good. Everyone will be on the Kevin O'Connell thing that he's a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah. And
the only guy he couldn't get through to was the guy who never should have been drafted as high as he was in J.J. McCarthy.
You don't think that he wanted J.J. McCarthy?
No. I'm sure he did. But I think now everyone has started to question, oh, man, maybe we were wrong that he's this great quarterback guru. Maybe he's not. And if Max Brosmer goes out, you know who's not rooting for Max Brosmer today? J.J. McCarthy. Because if he sees him go out there and throw for like 250, 2 touchdowns, no picks, Vikings win, that's going to be a storyline.
Get the ball to Jay Jettis.
Yeah, that's what J.J. McCarthy can't do. Because Connor Stallings isn't on the sidelines with him, so that doesn't help.
And for the people who are saying, who the hell is Max Brosmer? Undrafted rookie out of the University of Minnesota.
Ooh. I like that you did the LeBron cigarette meme there. Just like, it don't matter. Charles Bronson could be back there. Who cares?
Lakers in 5.
Jeff Sabota, Jackets Insider, joins us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now, no crashes on the map. Busy traffic, though, on 71 near the Outlet Mall exit and on 270 out near Easton. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Every kid deserves new toys at Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Get Eco. Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians donate thousands of dollars to Toys for Tots each year. And this year will be our biggest donation ever.
Are you willing to buy a new toy for a little kid this Christmas?
Every Eco location in Ohio is officially a Toys for Tots drop-off location.
And every Eco plumber, electrician, and HVAC technician will be delighted to transport any new unwrapped toys that you would like to donate to Toys for Tots.
Buy a toy for a kid this Christmas.
Or a bunch of new toys.
And give them to any Eco technician you happen to see.
To drop off a new unwrapped toy at the Eco location nearest you, just go to geteco.com for our street address.
Get Eco. Generous plumbers, Merry Christmas electricians, and buy a kid a new toy this year, HVAC technicians.
Geteco.com.
Busy schedule? This is Ryan Krieger, and Krieger Ford has you covered. Krieger Ford offers pickup and delivery, or our mobile service van will come right to you. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
From moving compliance targets to shifting regulations, the pressure to stabilize is growing. At Plant Moran, we help you meet complexity with confidence. We cut through the noise and give you the tools to act. Ground your planning and insights and tailored tax strategies from senior specialists so the next step you take is on solid footing. Don't chase stability, lead with it. Plant Moran. Stability, period.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Install 3125. Visit website for details.
Save a good deal more with Meyer Black Friday deals every day of the week, November 23rd through the 29th. Enjoy huge savings on the hottest gifts and must-have items, like select shoes or boots for the whole family. Buy one, get one for just $1. We're adding even more great deals during our 3-day sale, Thursday through Saturday, like buy one, get one free team sports apparel and 50% off Hatchimals Alive interactive toys. 7 days of holiday deals and savings. That's the good life at Meyer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meyer app.
Getting cold feet? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers, use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Come on, kids, we're going to Grandma's house.
Grandma's house! Grandma's house!
What do we do to be safe and ready to go? We buckle up.
Buckle up!
Phones down.
Phones down!
And when we go,
Take it slow!
and if you drink,
Don't drive. And off we go.
ODOT, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and the Ohio Traffic Safety Office are doing their part to keep roads safe. Do your part to make sure everyone makes it home safe for the holidays.
Back in the day, if you wanted to listen to the fan, you turned on the radio, and that was the end of the story. But now, oh baby, stream us live on the Fan app, TuneIn app, iHeart app, we're everywhere. The Fan, Ohio's streaming destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see a slight chance of snow showers today. Otherwise, expect skies to be mostly cloudy to partly sunny. In the morning, gusty winds will make us feel like we're in the teens. And then this afternoon, the winds won't be as crazy, but it'll still be cold with our highs only getting in the mid to upper 30s. Mostly clear skies for us tonight overnight with our low right around 20. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
Let's see. High school, Buckeyes, Browns, kids in the retention pond. It must be Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Football is good. The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
A score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
Your look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Every Friday, we talk to Jackets insider Jeff Swoboda via the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jeff, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, belatedly. How did your Thanksgiving go yesterday? What was on the plate for you?
The classics, turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing. Like once a year you eat stuffing, and it's always good, and you never touch it again for 364 days, basically. But it was pretty solid. A little green bean casserole, some rolls. So it was a pretty good food day, I would say.
Did you only have one plate?
Yeah, I did, but dessert's a big plate. So does that count as a second plate?
That T-Bone said the same thing. Yeah. I'm gonna say no. That's separately. How much dessert did you have?
Just a big piece of chocolate soap, French soap, whatever you call it, pie.
It's great call.
And a little bit of pumpkin roll as well.
You approve of that?
I love that. That's a great call. Big fan of that. That's where I was. I live for the desserts, honestly, when it comes to Thanksgiving.
You add whipped cream to it, Jeff?
Well, yeah, absolutely, of course, yeah. already came on the pie, and then you put a little bit on the pumpkin roll.
Yeah, you got to add. That's exactly right. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this Jackets team. Obviously lost in overtime on Wednesday night to Toronto. That was a game that was scoreless for most of it, and then obviously some goals late that kind of, thought the Jackets might get out of there with a 1-0 victory. Then a story we keep hearing about is that they played really well, but in the end they lost and they gave up a lead late. What would you say to fans who are at this point saying, yes, I know they're playing well, but they're professional hockey players. They're supposed to play well. We need them to win games. Like the frustration with the fan base, do you feel that that's warranted at this point?
I totally understand it from the fans because, we're 24 games into the season now, and the message has been the same for much of the season as far as that goes. But at the same time, this team's right in the thick of the race. It's early. You can't win it early, but you can lose it. You can be out of the race by this point, and the Jackets are sticking right in there. They could have some more points, but they don't because of situations like Wednesday night where they're close and just can't finish it off. But I understand the frustration. Yeah, you go to a game and maybe it's a holiday weekend and you go for the first time this year and you see the Jackets get that close to a victory and they don't finish it off, and it gets frustrating that this team is so close and just can't quite get over the hump. So I do get it, but I think you just have to be encouraged generally by the good things they're doing. I think this is the best team they've had in a while. Coming out of this rebuild, the last few years have been a struggle. They're by and large playing really good hockey. I know they're not finishing it off yet, but there's a lot of signs to feel like there's some they're really close. If they could just get out of their own way at times, late in games or maybe finish a few chances, the wins would be there. So I know it's frustrating. I know you'd rather have it happening than talking about it, being close to happening. But I really do believe, that this team, especially if they can get healthy, maybe the calculus changes if you're without some key guys for a while. But if you keep playing good hockey, generally you get rewarded. That's just the kind of sport that this is. But I do understand the frustration, and I know I'm sure people, would just, hear me say this and go, we'll just win the game. I get it, but I think if they stay the course, they can get there. I really do.
Jeff, you talk about being without some key guys. Kirill Marchenko being one of those guys. Obviously he was big when it came to points. Who steps up? Who is this a perfect opportunity to see step up and contribute to those points now that he's gone for a little bit?
Yeah, it's got to be someone like Ken Johnson, who had a great year last year. Comes in with all the offensive bona fides that you can have coming into the NHL. Great junior career, started at the University of Michigan. Am I allowed to say that this week?
No. Of course you can. As long as you add that they're losers. They're losers and Michigan's going to lose. That's all you have to add to that, is that Michigan is going to lose.
Yes. So comes in 5th overall pick in the draft. Again, was a career year a season ago, and it just, for whatever reason, it's been a massive struggle for him this year. And he moved up onto the top line with Adam Fantilli and Dmitry Voronkov on Wednesday with Marchenko out. I started there's a certain vibe out of Kent when he's playing well that you can just kind of see it on the ice. There's like a swagger. There's a way he carries himself because he can do things skill-wise with the puck that not many guys in the NHL can do. And I started, the start of the year, there were some moments where, you just weren't seeing it. The last couple of games, there's been some stretches of it, but the guy needs to score some goals for confidence sake, just to kind of get him going. But the team needs it because, this is a guy who's supposed to be a top six offensive winger, and the production just has not been there yet this year. And as a player, I love him, but there's stretches where it's been a struggle. And if he can start scoring and, now playing with two really good offensive guys, with Marchenko out, that would be a guy that they really need to step up and get going, because without him doing that, as we saw the other night, even though the team had some really good chances throughout the game, it's going to be hard to win games 2-1 or 1-0. They need some production out of guys like that to get where they want to go right now.
Jeff Svoboda, Jackets Insider, joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. One guy I wanted to ask you about made his NHL debut, Luca Pinelli. He seems to have some of that swagger and that talent as well offensively. This is a guy that Dean Evason apparently liked the effort, because watching the overtime, all of a sudden I see him out there getting a shift, and that's for a guy playing in his first NHL game, that speaks to some confidence apparently Dean Evison had in him.
Yeah, I agree, and I didn't list him because he's played one NHL game and is 20 years old, so it would be unfair to say that he's a guy necessarily that they need to be counting on. But he had a great NHL debut, and talking to people in the organization over the last year or so since he got to Cleveland, finished up last year down in the minors after his junior career ended, and then has played with the Monsters at the start of this year, and they just love the way he plays the game. He's smart. He understands the game. He does a lot of the right things. He's got a fair amount of skill. The only real knock against him is going to be the size because he's just not big. But the way he plays the game, the way he thinks the game, the intensity, he's almost like a mini Brad Marchand. I've heard some people compare him to because he's got some skill, but he's also not afraid to get out there and battle and stick his nose into things. And so he showed a lot of that in his NHL debut. So it was good to see that. And I know he's a guy that the organization has thought highly of over the last couple of years. And it would probably ideally he'd still be in Cleveland developing because he's such a young player. But for one game, he earned the trust and he played really well.
Well, tonight you get a rivalry game, Jackets in Pittsburgh. We, can't stand Pittsburgh around here, rightfully so. Tomorrow, you as a former Buckeye, you get to watch Buckeyes in Michigan. Do you have any plans on where you're going to watch that, and or is it with Gronk hanging out at a tailgate, maybe arranged by Fox? Is that going to happen?
Yeah, once the game tonight is over, the private jet will come in. I'll go meet Gronk, and
Perfect.
From an undisclosed location, we will go do that. Or I'll be at Yogi's Grandview, one of the two.
There you go. Well, perfect. Well, hopefully tonight we get a bigger victory and we can start that rivalry weekend off with a nice win for the Jackets there nationwide. So there you go. Thanks for the time, Jeff. We always appreciate it, okay?
All right. Thanks, guys.
There you go. Jeff Sabota on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Yeah, I'd love to see them get Pittsburgh tonight. I would get back right.
Yeah, just in that we on a 3-game losing streak. I mean, just to get that winning feeling again. Hopefully get some confidence back in there again with Marchenko out. You want to see where some other guys step up, and Ken Johnson is always going to be the name because he can score. He just I don't know.
Yeah,
I know. I need to see it consistently. But when it happens, it's like an amazing goal. But I need to see him work on a consistent basis.
I'm with you.
Fantilli stepped up a little bit. I like.
Yeah, I'd like more of that.
It's sad that I'm sitting here rooting for these Wolverines right now.
No, it's not because they're Jackets now. That's all done. We like Jake Butt. We like talking to Jake Butt.
No. We like to talk to Jake Butt anytime outside of this week.
Well, we did talk to him this week.
Yeah, we shouldn't have done that.
When we talked to John Luke earlier this week, he talked about how you got to win in the standings currently. That throws you in the playoff spot. If you lose, you get thrown all the way down to the bottom of the standings. The Pens I'm pretty sure they have the last wild card spot, and they're only a point ahead of the Jackets.
Yeah. So
this is a huge game that could possibly swing that. And that's just how close the East is this year. And that's why it's frustrating that the Jackets keep going to overtime and losing and missing out on a point because the standings are so close. They could easily be in prime playoff position right now, but instead the past couple of games they've given up a few points that they can easily have, but tonight they could right the ship and be right back in the playoff picture.
Tonight. I know what you're saying, and I agree that, yes, it's a big game and it's all that, and they are very close and all that stuff. Every year the East is close. Every year the East is tight. Is it not? I know what you mean, and you're not wrong. I just, at some point with this Jackets team, it's like, it's always going to be tough in the East because it's the NHL, and I don't want to hear not that you were making excuses, but I want to see this team go out and win. And I understand what Sabota was saying too. Jeff he knows what he's talking about. This team is close. They are doing things offensively, not really offensively. They're doing a lot of things that they should be doing to get in good spots, just not finishing. So at some point, I don't blame any Jackets fan because I'm with you that you got to get the W's now. So tonight, get it started. Penguins, of course, down at Nationwide. So that should be a good game and a lot of fun for you. Coming back in 2 minutes, we'll find out in Michigan this weekend. I hear it might be a little cold, maybe even a little snow. What is the weather going to look like for the game? We will talk with 10 TV meteorologist Meredith Garfalo. We'll get your Football Friday forecast in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we're not watching any crashes or major road impacts that you'll run into. Seeing a couple busy areas, including on 71 out near the Outlet Mall exit and on 270 near Easton. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Men, we hear it all the time. A man comes in to get his erectile dysfunction treated, and very soon thereafter, he tells us that his relationship is renewed. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and you should know that ED doesn't just affect you, it also often affects your partner. They can feel undesired, unwanted, they may even feel like you don't love them anymore. At Tri-State Men's Health, we've successfully treated thousands of men for ED with protocols that have success rates as high as 90%, which means if you're like most men, we can get you back to the guy you used to be. You could even last up to an hour or more and find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and give your partner the gift of renewed love. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
In Columbus, how you roll up on game day matters. And with Polestar are redefining the driving experience. The Polestar 3 isn't just an electric SUV. It's an SUV that drives like a sports car. Precise, powerful, silent enough to hear the crowd before you see the stadium. Drive it today at Polestar Columbus. Or visit polestarcolumbus.com for a test drive and to learn about our competitive lease offers.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Snap to Finley, chest high, hits the punt from his 25. It's in the air. Backing up Ted Ginn, makes the catch at the Ohio State 18, moves left side to the 20. Now back to the right, he'll go, and now wide to the left again, 30, 35, 40, Ted Ginn, 45, 50. Down the left sideline goes Ted Ginn, 20, 10, 5, see you later. Touchdown, Ted Ginn of Ohio State.
I'm trying to will this end of happening. I want a punt return in this game for Ohio State. I want something big to happen. But you know what? Ryan Day was talking about this. He brought this up earlier this week, that he wants special teams to just do the right thing. Field punts and give up no big plays on punt returns and hit field goals. Like, that's what he wants. So, and when he said that, I want him to field punts and field kicks. I thought, what is he talking about? But if you go back and look, they had one last year where they let it bounce. Travion let it bounce in front of him at kickoff and then picked it up, and then it was like a fair catch, and we got it at like the 5-yard line because we weren't fielding kicks. Like, it's been weird in this game of late. Special teams will definitely come into play tomorrow. And thankfully for Michigan, their guys have been missing field goals.
I'm going to say their special teams isn't that good. So,
well, whoever can win that third part of the thing, right? Jim Tressel always talked about it, how each phase of the game, it's very important that you win not just the first phase or the second phase. You got to win all 3 of them. So
you think of some of their iconic figures, they always were notorious for punt returns with Charles and Desmond. Obviously, we have Ted. So maybe, they breaking the curse. They broke the kick return drought. Maybe they trying to put up his punt return in this game. That would be nice.
Could you imagine?
Oh, that'd blow the roof off the place. And we take a punt return to the house. I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna jump up and we might get a penalty for me jumping on the field.
I'm pretty sure. What's their who's their stud receiver they have there at Michigan? The freshman
Andrew Marsh.
Yeah, I think they've been letting him take back punts now. Like because the guy they had doing it was dropping it quite a bit. So now they've given it to Andrew Marsh. So just keep an eye on special teams tomorrow. That should be a bit of an interesting story. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of interesting storylines when it comes to everything up in Ann Arbor, including the weather.
When it comes to football and the weather, she knows everything. Welcome to the Football Friday Forecast with 10 TV meteorologist Meredith Garfalo.
Good morning, Meredith. Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday. I wish I would be the bearer of some better news, but I think you can already feel the winter tusk in the air here in Ohio.
I was out yesterday morning, did a little turkey trot.
I saw.
Pumpkin
Tyvis,
dash.
can you believe that?
Well, he said he was going to do it, so it then made me think that, well, I got to get on my Peloton because there's no way I'm going to let T-Bone work. The only person that didn't do anything was that dude behind the glass over there.
Oh, come on, Dylan.
Yeah, got to have some athletic activity, Dylan.
Nah, that's a holiday for eating.
Well, that's fine.
And eating alone.
You got to have a nice balance. You got to work out, then eat. Or
there was balance on my plate.
Wow. Wow.
So, Meredith, I saw you were working yesterday, right?
I was. I wasn't actually. I got my steps in the studio, Dylan. So, boom. I still worked out and named my turkey.
There you go. Perfect. So, what did you have for Thanksgiving? Turkey? Did you get some turkey in? Did you?
Yeah. Well, thankfully, our boss Steve, our news director, brought in a little bit of turkey breakfast for the team. So we had like Thanksgiving dinner for breakfast, which is nice. And then I went over. My aunt and uncle live here in town, so they had me over for Thanksgiving dinner and. Just some of the basics, the mashed potatoes, the turkey, the fresh bread, some wine. I mean, I was having a nice, relaxing afternoon. And then I was so tired, I fell asleep by 6.
That's the way to do it. I think a lot of people fell asleep, but then they woke back up and then had more turkey. And
that's
you
called
you had to get up and go to work the next
that's
day.
what I just ate for breakfast. So
there you go. But yesterday I was out in the elements and it was cold. It was in the 20s. And I thought, man, if this is how cold it is playing football up in Ann Arbor, that could affect some things. So what are we looking at for the forecast tomorrow for everybody going up there? And, of course, for the Scarlet and Gray as they take the field?
We're looking at snow. It's going to be snowing throughout the game. Temperatures are in the low 30s, but we've got wind, a little bit of wind, so the wind chill will be into the 20s. I think people need to keep in mind, too, that there's a potential we could see some snow and blowing snow when you're driving up or heading back. So I would plan extra travel time or check in with the local forecast because that's something we need to remember, too, is all these people are going to be going up to Ann Arbor. And if the roads are already packed and you have a little bit of snow, like we have here where there's a little bit of snow, you could have some serious delays. I would leave earlier today if you can to get up there versus waiting until later tonight or tomorrow. That's my opinion.
Interesting. All right. So
this is great.
Tyvis has to drive up there.
Just great news.
Sorry, Tyvis. I'll be a better Christmas present, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe the weather will be better then. But so for this game, when you're saying snow during the game, I know it's hard to probably predict this stuff, but are we talking like the kind of accumulation of snow?
We could get a couple inches up there. Yeah, for sure. I saw some places like maybe between 2 to 4 inches when all is said and done throughout the afternoon and evening. So it's definitely going to be it's going to be like watching the Browns play in lake effect snow in Cleveland.
Tyvis, why don't you go get the snow plow, put it on the front of your car, and then just be ready for that in case it happens, where you just need to plow your way through and get back home.
Everything that I wanted to hear this morning.
Just buy a hotel room and enjoy and celebrate the Buckeye victory.
That's true.
Well, unfortunately, see, this is the thing. Unfortunately, I have to be back because I have to do the Browns.
Who signed up for that crap?
On Sunday morning.
That's your fault, not mine.
Oh.
I was telling you, that's what you should have done. So we're looking at so how about wind? Are we thinking very windy for that up there or kind of windy?
Not as much wind as they're going to see in Cleveland for the game on Sunday.
Oh, really?
There'll be some wind, but Cleveland's, we could get some gusts in Cleveland on Sunday up to, 20 to 25 miles per hour to the southwest.
See,
so 2 days of just run the ball.
Bad football weather, I know.
They're going to be very fast games because both teams should just run the ball.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Niners and Browns up there in Cleveland. Is there any snowfall predictions for Cleveland, or would they have already gotten that on Saturday?
It's going to be interesting on Sunday because we're going to start off like as snow, but then the temperature is going to actually go up a little bit into the 40s. And then go back down into the 30s. So we might see a little bit of everything in Cleveland. You might have a little bit of snow, a little bit of rain, maybe some ice pellets. So it's definitely going to be interesting weather. But since I'm thinking San Francisco coming into town, this actually could be in the favor of the Browns because they're used to playing in this crap.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice catch.
Nice catch. You know how many times a show I have to do that? And by the way, your colleague on Sports in the Afternoons, I don't think caught herself on that. Nicole had one of those moments. I think last week she had one of those. But here's so as a Buckeye fan, we're already Scarlet and Gray. We're hoping for the best. Do you have a prediction for what is going to happen up in Ann Arbor? Score-wise, what do you think for the Buckeyes? Is Ryan Day going to get it done here after losing 4 in a row?
I mean, you want him to get it done for sure. It's just going to be interesting to see how they play in the elements because, I mean, and look at most of our season, and we really haven't had anything like this. And so, yeah, you can be prepared, but if you don't practice in the snow, if you don't practice with this kind of situation, some of the new players, the more rookie players, might have a little bit of trouble. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes for us tomorrow.
Are you officially wrist up in Cleveland?
Shedeur Sanders? Is he the guy?
I mean, right now I'm going to say yes because we're out of quarterbacks. So yeah, let's go with him.
Yeah, Shedeur Sanders is getting it done.
Sanders.
Hopefully he can keep getting it done for the Browns. But all right. Well, any other weekend plans for you? Are you going to try to get some sleep after all the
gosh, I mean, yeah, I'm on
yesterday?
I'm on an 8-day stretch right now, so till Tuesday. But I have vacation after that, which is nice. But
you believe in that?
Vacation? They have her working like.
I'm actually going to be working. I'm writing a book, actually. So I'm going to be taking some time away at a cabin in Hocking Hills and working on hopefully finishing up my book. So.
Oh, nice! What's the book about?
I know, surprise.
Is it a true story?
It's lessons I've learned being in television and over my life. All I've learned before I turned 40, which will be in March. And so I take some of my personal things that I've learned and apply it to everyday life and hopefully can inspire people what it's like to, for example, go through go through a verbally abusive relationship, what it's like to go through being in TV. And, I had some bullying when I was growing up. So what it was like to get that and overcome it. So wow. I really want to take some of the lessons I've learned in life and use how my faith and how God has just put me through all of this. And I was able to come out on top and hopefully somebody will read it that's going through a similar situation and be inspired, but also get a view into the crazy life of TV. And, I talk a little about dating too, how I've lived a whole lifetime movie of dating. So it'll be good. It'll be fun.
All right. Well, that's cool. So when the book signing happens, can we get first in line or do we have to?
We're going to have it on the show. We'll do the Friday forecast. What do you think, Dylan? Does that sound good?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes, if we get autographed copies.
Of course.
Well, then that's what we want. Perfect.
For sure.
Well, Meredith, we'll let you get back over to 10 TV. Thank you so much for coming in. And obviously 10 Plus 10 TV for all your weather updates here and in Ann Arbor and anywhere else you probably need them. You can find them there on 10 TV. Thank you, Meredith.
Be safe, everybody, but go Bucks and go Browns.
That's right. Keys for tomorrow's game. We'll talk about them next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, no crashes that we're watching. Busy traffic on 71 near the Outlet Mall. Also on 315 as you make your way into 670. But again, no crashes right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hi, this is Max with Buckeye Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Winter will be here before you know it, and that means it's time to get your heating and plumbing systems maintained. Our True Comfort membership is designed to keep things in tip-top shape. Thank you for letting us keep your home comfortable and plumbing worry-free. And when you need us,
call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hey, it's Matty Ice. Are you ready for the best Black Friday truck deals? Head over to McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion, where the savings are happening all month long. You can lease a brand new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 for just $349 a month for 24 months with only $1,000 due at signing. Or if financing is more your style, grab it for just $679 a month for 84 months for qualified buyers. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Instant classics are exciting, but true legends have impact over time, like how Plant Moran has been counted on by companies and clients for the past 100 years. Counted on for advice by the workwear brand You Zip Up Every Day. Counted on for guidance by the zoos and aquariums inspiring the next generation. Counted on for a holistic approach to those growing, protecting, and sharing their wealth. From accounting to tax to consulting to wealth management, we're built year after year on the stories and success we help others achieve. Here's to the next 100 years of Plant Moran. Count on us.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Billiards Plus has gifts for everyone. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, card tables, grills, and more. With professional delivery and installation, you'll beat the last-minute scramble. Reserve yours now. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org to buy your tickets. That's A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Make your list, check it twice, and shop smart this holiday season. Open a Visa at Kemba Financial Credit Union and add some jingle to your wallet with $150 cash back after your first $1,500 spent within 90 days. Apply at Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Offer ends 12/31/25.
Oh, this week it's Rivalry Week, or as we like to call it, Beat Michigan Week, or Try Not to Get Pepper Sprayed Week. Rivalry Week sounds better. Let's go with that.
Rivalry Week on the Fan is sponsored by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers.
Ryan Day's proven he has what it takes to win a natty, but can he take control of the biggest rivalry in sports? Will Julian Sayin or Jeremiah Smith have a Heisman moment? Will the Fan staff consume 500 wings in a single setting? Let's find out together. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
One of these men was prom king. It was T-Bone. I swear to God, you think I'm lying, don't you? But I'm serious. He didn't always look like this, okay? Here's the prom king and Tyvis.
If ED is putting a strain on your relationship, this is the year to turn things around. Show your partner you care by giving the gift of treating your ED and restoring your relationship. And that gift comes in a great form, you know. Go see my people at Tri-State Men's Health because they got the treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of these treatments can have you last an hour or more. Talk about a comeback. That's better than Michael Jordan's comeback right there. You got six locations, 2 of them located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit is only $99, which includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TMPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Gobble, gobble.
There you go. Urban Meyer going to join us at 8:30. We will be talking about, what else do you think we're talking about? His time at Bowling Green.
The weather.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the game with Urban. You and Herb can relive some of your great moments together. Quite sure we'll have some discussion about that. So Buckeyes tomorrow, high noon, right here on the Fan. All the coverage starts at 6:30, although in reality the coverage has been going since, I don't know, it's kind of year-round for Ohio State, Michigan. We're always thinking about it, but this week especially there's been a lot of discussion. So I don't know that we're going to cover any new ground here, but Tyvis, for you, what is the number one thing that you say, if the Buckeyes do this, they win the game?
Tackle.
Mm-hmm. You think that's it?
They tackle really well. I think it's over with.
what about the fact that Michigan can also possibly tackle and stop this offense? What if that happens?
I just don't think they can do that.
You're not worried about that?
No, I'm not.
This is a pretty good run defense.
I know
Michigan
it is.
in.
It is.
Their run defense is.
Luckily, the run game isn't the strength of our team like it is for somebody else.
This is true. The Michigan run defense tied for 11th in FBS, 2.98 yards per carry, puts them 10th. And they have held opponents to an average of 94 rushing yards per game. So
yeah, that's not that good. They can do that all they want.
All right.
See, that's the thing. I'm not feeding into the narrative of you have to run the ball to win this game. I'm not feeding into that.
Oh, no, I'm not either. But here's the problem. Like you just said, we talked to Meredith about the weather tomorrow, where we're possibly going to see an accumulation of snow.
Yeah, you can't throw in the snow?
I mean, I hope that Julian Sayin can, but this is let's not discount the fact that this is his first start in this series, the first time playing against Michigan. First time playing on the road against Michigan, one of the few road tests he'll have had this year, and it's weather, and he's from California, where presumably they didn't have a lot of weather games.
Hang 10.
Hang 10. I'm just saying that, no pun intended there, but that's the concern I think you have. And, oh, by the way, 2 wide receivers who have been ouchy for the better part of the last few weeks. So those are the concerns that if you had to run the football because you're not able to throw it or because the weather's playing a factor or whatever the case, I mean, is that you don't think that's a legitimate concern for Ohio State fans? We shouldn't be worried about that.
No.
Okay. And care to elaborate?
I just don't think it. I just, like, the years past has been, like, kind of weird. I don't think that weirdness take place. Like, I just don't. Like, there's so many ways that they've shown that they can win games. If they have to run the ball and they need to find a way to run the ball, I think they can do that. There's also more ways you can also get the run game involved. You could throw, you could throw tunnel screens. You could throw bubbles and things like that to get the ball to the perimeter and things like that. You got to attack the pass defense. If the pass defense isn't that good, which ranks 11th in the Big Ten out of 18 teams, I think that you just have to do that. You have to go with what's your strength of yours and a total weakness for them. So I think the game that they want you to play is to think that you have to run the ball because that feeds back into the narrative. The team that rushes the most wins this game all the time in the series. You feed into that narrative. That's exactly what they want you to do.
Right.
So I think for them, you've been successful throwing the ball. Julian Sayin has been successful throwing the ball. You Max Clare coming off of the game that he had, and Brandon Ennis coming off the game he had where he scored. There's a lot of confidence in those pass catchers right now. So I think that just ride that because they don't have an answer for that. They have an answer for the run game for sure. Were they second in the conference maybe?
I don't know. They're in the top 10. They're top 10 nationally, so probably.
So like they have an answer for you in the run game, and that's the game that they want you to play, and you fell victim to that last year.
Yeah,
so
that's
don't
true.
do it again. Just don't make the same mistakes twice. Because your defense will be fine.
That's the thing.
Your defense will come out there and they're going to do what they're supposed to do.
Defense is fine last year. They got
exactly.
13 points.
Yeah, it's all about the offense.
And this is why, we could spend time talking about the defense, but I genuinely believe they're going to have Bryce Underwood in hell tomorrow. The defense is going. I'm not saying he won't have plays. I won't say that he's not going to make some moments himself, but that is also a freshman starting in his first part of this rivalry. And going up against Matt Patricia's defense, I think that's good. And against the talent that you have on this defense, that's going to be trouble. The other issue of concern I have for Ohio State's offense is that red zone efficiency, where you get the ball, move it between the 20s, all you want, then you get down there, and if Ryan Day doesn't get his head out of his ass, and if Brian Hartline, whoever else, everybody designing this offense, if they don't realize, hey, you still have to run this offense the way that it runs. You can't sit out here and just say, well, we're going to run the ball now. It's first and goal from the 5. We're going to run it 3 straight times with 4 tight ends. No, run an offense that will actually play to your strengths. Don't feed into what Michigan would love for you to get a first and goal from the 5 and then run it 3 straight times with Nate Roberts playing fullback or whatever. Don't do that. let's come on. Let's do something that puts our guys one on. Every time they went with Jeremiah Smith last year, which he had the lowest targets in that game.
PI.
I think of any.
They got
PIs every time. Why were we not doing that more often last year? It still boggles my mind. So
the only thing with that, with him and Carnell that worries me is that it's going to be cold, and when it's cold outside, injuries seem to you feel the injury 10 times worse. You know, like even now, like if I go outside and, you know, my shoulder might feel a little bit or my knees might feel something because it's cold, like that does play a factor into it. But I think once they warmed up and get going, like it'll be fine. And once you get into the game, it's like not on your mind.
No, you've got other things you're thinking about.
You're not thinking about it. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to just make these plays. Afterwards, you might feel all of that. But yeah, I think they'll be fine. And I think that they are scared to death of those two receivers. So if they out there, you already won half the battle because seeing number 4, number 17 is like, oh, shoot.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, like, to what level everybody is feeling what they're feeling right now. But, like, for Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, it does feel like if they get off the bus, I don't know, today, and you can get footage of them walking off the bus and walking like as normal as any two humans have ever walked, and get that footage out there and get it everywhere and let everybody see these guys are healthy. Give those Michigan defensive backs something to think about all night tonight, that it's like, oh, they're looking healthy. That little advantage we througght we might have where one of them might be dinged up, if they're both healthy and both ready to go, I'm with you. I have fewer concerns.
You know what you do? First game of the play, you just throw, first play of the game, just throw a bomb. They're going to be like, oh, shoot.
Listen, tomorrow morning, how you are now is how I will be. I'll start talking massive amounts of crap.
Throw a bomb, first play of the game.
Right. But
play action bomb, too. I'd play turn around, double covered or not. I just throw it just to see how they react. They're going to be like, oh, man, this dude is crazy.
Well, I'm telling you, though, the more times they can, if especially, as long as Jeremiah Smith's healthy, throw deep to him every single time. And as often as you can.
They're going to PI.
Yeah, they're not going to. Their defensive backs from Michigan are some of the worst we've seen in the Big Ten this year. And so that's an advantage you have. Now, if the weather goes against that a little bit, we'll get a little health update. How are Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate doing? We will tell you what we know next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Black Friday. Speaking of Black Friday, if you're heading out near the Outlet Mall, we are seeing just a little bit of congestion off that exit. Lots of shoppers over there, but no crashes that we're watching anywhere around the metro. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Toyota-thon is on. Get in the spirit of the season with a new Toyota. Now through December 1st, get $3,000 customer cash on remaining new 25 Tundras. Or get 0.99 APR financing plus $1,000 TFS APR cash. With approved credit through TFS, excludes TRD Pro. APR cash must be applied to deal. And every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Truck drivers, wherever you want to take your driving career in 2026, Schneider has an opportunity for you. Our huge selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers can choose from dedicated, intermodal, dry-van, and tanker options. Don't wait to upgrade your career before the new year. Search jobs and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Timmy Hall here, proud to be back for my 4th year supporting Nationwide Children's Hospital and Light Up the Lawn, Light Up a Life. The holidays can be tough for kids and families spending it in the hospital. So now through December 31st, more than 100 giant illuminated butterflies will shine on the hospital lawn, each one sparkling to life with every single donation. When patients see those butterflies glow, they'll know their community's thinking of them, sending waves of hope and joy. So let's do this together. Let's light up the lawn and light up a life. Donate now at nationwidechildrens.org/give.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the Fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know, most people will agree with this. Life is a lot better without pain and more comfort. Hey, it's Anthony. I used to buy the over-the-counter insoles thinking that just the cushion itself would solve everything. It didn't. So I finally got serious about support. I went to the Good Feet store where I was personally fitted for arch supports. I started feeling relief, more stability, and stuff stopped aching. My lower back felt better. I don't care whether you're an athlete or you're retired. Get greater comfort and confidence from personally fit arch supports from the Good Feet store. That's because their arch supports are designed to align your body from the feet up, and they can help provide relief from pain and discomfort like it has for me. They have an expert staff trained to understand your specific needs, and they recommend the best solutions. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store at one of their convenient locations on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City, or, of course, learn more, a lot more, at goodfeet.com.
This holiday, give a gift that changes everything. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Our family's helped couples celebrate love for over 78 years. From timeless solitaires to custom designs that reflect your unique story, our in-house jewelers ensure every detail shines. And with our guaranteed best price, you can shop with confidence, knowing your forever piece is as exceptional as your love. This holiday, make her wish come true with the Diamond Cellar ring, because the only thing better than unwrapping a little blue box is saying yes to forever.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai of Dublin is turning Black Friday into the ultimate 2-day car buying celebration. Buy any new Hyundai and spin the wheel to win prizes like AirPods, gift cards, TVs, or even a shot at the cash machine. Friday and Saturday only at Great Lakes Hyundai of Dublin.
Dormar, your pilot hero. Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We had a Thanksgiving triple header, including the return of Joe Burrow for the Cincinnati Bengals in Baltimore. Burrow threw for 261 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the defense turned the Ravens over 5 times. Cincinnati would go on to win 32-14. In other NFL action, the Packers beat the Lions 31-24. The Cowboys beat the Chiefs 31-28. And today, the Bears will visit the Philadelphia Eagles for a Black Friday game. The Blue Jackets will be on home ice tonight to face the Penguins. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan. And finally, ahead of the Ohio State Buckeyes matchup with the team up north, Urban Meyer will join T-Bone and Tyvis at 8:30. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. We all love the word free, so does Awaken 180. Medication-free, side effect-free, and free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
4 inches from Michigan's 45-yard line. Martin and Wells in the eye. Extra tight ends, lots of big bodies. Handoff will go to Jonathan Wells. Right side, first down, and more, and maybe all. As Wells goes down the middle and into the end zone. Jonathan Wells on 4th and inches breaks through everybody, and the Buckeyes are up 2 touchdowns.
That was Ohio State taking on Michigan in Ann Arbor. 2001 is where that call comes from. Of course, Paul Keel's their legend on the call. Buckeyes won that game 26-20, but that was the game Jim Tressel said when he got hired, be proud of us in the community and in the classroom and in 310 days up in Ann Arbor. And that's turned out to be right. Called his shot. Talked to Tress about that earlier this week. If you missed it, go find the podcast wherever you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. It's all right there for you on your favorite podcast app. But yeah, tomorrow, Tyvis, the concern for all of Buckeye Nation. Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, how healthy are they? Jeremiah Smith kind of gave us his own injury update where he said, yeah, I'll be good to go. Ryan Day provided this back on Tuesday. If you missed it, this is him talking about how they're going to handle Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate.
That's probably, something for the medical staff to figure, and when they give us the thumbs up, we'll go. But they'll be getting, physical reps and mental reps all week in preparation. These guys have played a lot of football, so in the end, we'll look to the medical staff to give us the thumbs up or not, but they're going to do everything they can to get on that field.
Okay. Then on Wednesday, Ryan Day offered the update that he wasn't going to give any specific updates on any specific players, but he said everyone was on the field today, which that makes me feel good.
That makes a lot of people feel that's better than what it's been.
Yeah, if everybody's out there. Look, you can't blame Buckeye fans at all. I'm certainly one of you that, I feel very much concerned about the fact that Jeremiah Smith or Carnell Tate not being out there would be a big issue. But Carnell Tate, we literally were told could have played in the Purdue game, and then it was just a precaution. And then he doesn't dress for 2 weeks, and now we're hoping that he will be right and ready to go. If he and Jeremiah Smith are anywhere close to 100%, yeah, I feel a lot better about this game.
Maybe it's an ankle sprain.
I don't know what it is, but whatever it is.
An ankle sprain is the moment you sprain it, you can continue to play on it.
Well, I mean, as Drake famously told us, like a sprained ankle
ain't nothing to play with.
Right. So you got to be careful with that. Well, there's also issues. It could be of a calf strain, right? So I don't know, that was the thing we were concerned about.
You want to take advice from Aubrey Graham?
I wouldn't.
Not a fan of old Drake. That's fine.
I am. I ain't got no problems with
Dylan,
it.
I'm dealing with Tyvis is Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collected. He's in game mode where he's yeah, this is not going to be a problem. Are you concerned like I am? Because I'm nervous for this game.
In the beginning of the week, I was in your boat. Then Jeremiah came out and said he was going to play. Ryan Day kind of implied that Carnell Tate was going to play. And now I'm fully in Tyvis's camp. I'm calm, I'm confident. It's just all the bull crap, all the game plan stuff, the strategy, all that. You know what? I feel like this game more than ever, none of that matters. You're the better team. Do what you do. Go up there and just be better than them because you are better than them. And I think the stuff with last year with Ryan Day and the whole meeting after the game, I mean, it's obvious this is the first game since that. It's been almost a full calendar year. But look how they came out with their hair on fire against Tennessee. That's what I'm looking for tomorrow. I'm looking for them. The way they came out in that Tennessee game is the way I'm looking for them to come out tomorrow in Ann Arbor.
I'd love it. Trust me. If they do that, I will be as happy as anyone. We have seen it. This is I feel like this is the big test that Ryan Day has to pass, right? He has shown us that he can win the big game. We know his winning percentage is up there with Newt Rockne. We know everything about what's been said with Ryan Day's ability to, focus in last year where he just locked himself away and decided all I'm going to think about is football for the next month. And it turned out to help the Buckeyes win a national championship. But yeah, that Mitchell Melton speech, right, where they had a meeting, the closed-door meeting, where he apparently stood up and asked the coaches, what went wrong against Michigan and what are you going to do to fix it? And Ryan Day was the only coach in there, I guess. It was just him and the players. And he apparently started talking about the scheme. This is in Bill Rabinowitz's book, right, where he said, well, we could do this better, that better scheme. And Mitchell Melton stood up to him and said, that's not going to fly. What are you going to do that's different? Why did you get goaded into trying to run the ball and beat them running the ball? We don't need to do that. We're better when we don't do that. I hope that this is the Ryan Day that we get now, who says our offense does certain things well. I'm going to try to do those things, and that's it, regardless of who we're playing. And I hope that that's what we're going to see tomorrow.
I think that it's going to be a really good game because, honestly, both teams had issues coming into this game. For them, it was more like the passing offense. We knew they could run the ball, but could they win passing? And they threw a couple of touchdowns. So, okay, it looks a little bit better. And then Ohio State, the run game was always the question. And they went 3 straight games. So I think I want to say they maybe rushed over 100 yards in all 3 of those games. So maybe not Purdue. No, I can't remember. But it seems to me like it's fixed. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that both teams played opponents that's whatever. Yeah. But to still have some success in it and see that you can do it, I think it gives me a calming. So for Ohio State, guys is healthy and ready to go. And I love the fact that we got 3 or 4 running backs that's all contributing and that can do different things. Like, if it does need to come down to them running the ball, I'm confident we can find a way to get that done because of the way that those running backs have been playing in the passing attack. I mean, as long as it's not windy, like, they should be fine.
Yeah, and it's not supposed to be windy. It is supposed to be cold and snowy. So
yeah. If it's not no wind, you can throw the ball.
Well, it's a big test for Julian Saint. And obviously we know about the Heisman conversation there. That is, to me, on the back burner. What I care about is winning this game. I don't care how you have to do it. I don't care if you have to win it on a safety, 2-0. They just have to win the game. So for me, that's job one tomorrow. My nerves are like an 11 out of 10 right now. I am so nervous about this game. And I know a lot of people are not like that. They're not feeling that. But I watching 4 of these in a row.
It's like when I played them my last year, like in 2015. Like, I was not even an ounce of nervous.
I can tell your demeanor is different today. Like,
we were more upset because we had just lost to Michigan State. So, like, they didn't even matter. Like, they didn't even matter. We treated it as such. Like, y'all don't even matter.
Yeah. Well, I am, for what it's worth, I am very excited to watch this game. Obviously, I'm fired up. We're going to talk to Urban Meyer coming up at 8:30 about what it takes to win this game. And I did get a lot of requests from people who have asked me, hey, can you play the thing? We used to do this thing on the afternoon show where we talked about Ann Arbor, going up to Ann Arbor this weekend for the Buckeyes. We did this thing called the Ballad of Ann Arbor, where we talked about, the city being named after someone who was reportedly, if you believe the lore, a bit of a slooty sloot.
Promiscuous woman.
Yeah. And so I said, you know what? That's something we used to that's something we used to do that in the afternoons. I don't know if that's something we necessarily want to do on the morning show. But I did find, I went back through my thrash metal collection. I found a song that I think might illustrate how I feel about Ann Arbor, how Tyvis feels about Ann Arbor, how Dylan feels about Ann Arbor, and hopefully how Buckeye fans feel about Ann Arbor. So enjoy. Go Bucks. Beat Michigan. Let's get it done.
Ann Arbor walked the midnight streets. Indecent offers to everyone she meets. One by one the players came, each one screaming out her name. Ann Arbor, Ann Arbor, they built a city in her honor. Ann Arbor, the Wolverines all scored with her. Went through the locker room and never tired. Afterward, the team had a burning fire. Players couldn't run, QB couldn't pass. They were all distracted by her aspirations, which were profound. Her bastard children named this town Ann Arbor, Ann Arbor. They built a city in her honor. Ann Arbor, the Wolverines all scored with her. Ann Arbor, they built a city in her honor. Ann Arbor, the Wolverines all scored with her. She did a lot behind closed doors. She left the players with some sore. She went down in Michigan lore because Ann Arbor was a busy lady. Ann Arbor, they built a city in her honor. Ann Arbor, the Wolverines all scored with her.
All right, tomorrow, get it done in Ann Arbor. Come back. We'll tell you about some Michigan players who just shut up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Black Friday. Speaking of Black Friday, if you're heading out near the outlet mall, we are seeing just a little bit of congestion off that exit. Lots of shoppers over there, but no crashes that we're watching anywhere around the metro. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. For every $50 you spend in Roosters gift cards this holiday season, you'll receive a $10 Roosters bonus buck. Available at Roosters locations or at roosterswings.com.
Don't let credit hold you back. Capital Florida Columbus and Whitehall welcomes all credit types with open arms. Find your dream ride and get approved fast. Call 614-861-7150 or on the web at capitalfordofcolumbus.com.
Shopping this time of year can be stressful, but when you've got a guy, everything gets a little easier. Meet my guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers.
Hey, common man.
Hitting anyone's car today, Bob?
Not yet.
If you're popping the question this holiday season, you'd be an absolute fool not to see Bob at Worthington Jewelers. The store is crowded all the time. Why? Because they give you the best price and service possible, and then people keep coming back.
I'm your guy.
Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
'Tis the season for making memories. Give the gift of more time together at Dick's House of Sport and join us for family fun events all season long. Plus, climb a rock wall, test the multi-sport cage, and perfect your swing in a golf simulator. And shop the widest selection of the hottest brands like Nike, FP Movement, Adidas, Carhartt, UGG, and Stanley. Unforgettable moments start here at Dick's House of Sport. Visit Dicks.com/House of Sport to see what's happening this season.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. You know, it's cold out there, and if you spent all last winter thinking that it was time to replace your windows, but you didn't want to spend the money or have your windows done in the middle of the winter, well, it's good you waited. Now, during Window Nation's end-of-year sale this November, you could save big on your windows. You'll save 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0% interest financing for 5 years. Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good, you'll actually save money on lower utility bills every month, and they're backed with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation even has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and over 45,000 five-star customer reviews. And did I mention you could celebrate your newly upgraded home with a chance to get tickets to an upcoming Ohio State game? Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Window Nation's end-of-year sale is your chance to save big with 50% off all window styles, plus 0% financing for 5 years. Window Nation, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Hurry, the sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com today to get started. Once again, that's windownation.com.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle. Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score.
Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. An app only. Your credit, your car, our promise. At Capital Florida Columbus and Whitehall, we approve all credit types. Perfect, challenged, or none. Drive off today with easy financing. Visit today or online at capitalfloridaColumbus.com.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Ryan Tay's Buckeyes head to Ann Arbor for a battle with the cheating-ass cheaters.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday morning at 6:30 with the Kick at Noon.
Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see a slight chance of snow showers today. Otherwise, expect skies to be mostly cloudy to partly sunny. In the morning, gusty winds will make us feel like we're in the teens. And then this afternoon, the winds won't be as crazy, but it'll still be cold with our highs only getting in the mid to upper 30s. Mostly clear skies for us tonight overnight with our low right around 20. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Never have I been so excited to get a whiff of sweaty jock straps. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Yay, football, the fan. Sometimes it's better if people just shut up. Shut up! It's time for Morning Breath.
Sponsored by Sanders' Famous Bumpy Cake. Now available in Columbus at Kroger and Meyer.
All right, so for Morning Breath today, I found a couple different things that we could play for, or things that we could talk about, and they both come from Michigan running backs. One of whom is hurt, right? Justice Haynes is the transfer who came in from Alabama.
I think he's playing, though, right?
Not Justice Haynes.
Not Justice Haynes.
He's the one with the broken foot or whatever.
Jordan Marshall.
Jordan Marshall he had a shoulder injury. You know, I can play Jordan Marshall first because he had a shoulder injury. I think he sat out against Northwestern, and the third string back went off for like 100 yards. They can run the football. Just know that with Michigan. But anyway, this is what Jordan Marshall, he said he's going to come back and play in this game. And he was saying this particular thing about why he chose to go to Michigan over Ohio State.
I really liked Tony Alford. He would probably be one of the reasons that I went there. I didn't like a few other people. And that's truly why I didn't pick there. And I think Coach Alford would tell you the same. He came here and he sees the best head coach in the Big Ten in college football, and how he carries himself and how he puts himself over the team. And it's all about culture, and that's what I wanted to be around. I didn't want to be around people that were about themselves, and I truly just believe that. That's why Coach Alford came here too, is he knew that he wanted to be around better people.
Okay, so if you could make that out, that's basically Jordan Marshall, Michigan running back, saying he chose to go to Michigan over Ohio State because better people. And he kept referring to Tony Alford, who, of course, left Ohio State to go coach over there. Is he saying that about Ryan Day? Because to me, that sounds like a clear shot at Ryan Day, where he's saying Ryan Day is about himself, and apparently Sharon Moore is not. And the way maybe I'm reading too much into that, but it feels like already Michigan is trying to get under Ryan Day's skin before it's even started. And so,
I mean, I think that what happened in that situation is Justice had a relationship with Tony Alford, and
Jordan, you mean Jordan Marshall?
Excuse me, Jordan.
Yeah.
Had a relationship with Tony Alford, and I think that once Tony left, you know, maybe him and Ryan had some. It obviously didn't end in the greatest terms because he left like right during spring ball. So like anytime something like that happens, obviously there's some little riffraff going on there.
Yeah.
And because he had a lot of respect for Tony, he decided to follow him to the Wolverines. That's kind of it. Because I don't see how you can look at it any other way.
I mean, I know how I look at it.
How do you look at it?
You know what state Jordan Marshall's from? This one, the Buckeye State.
Oh, I know.
2023 Mr. Ohio in football. And you know what? He saw a traitor and a disloyal man in Tony Alford, and he said, you know what? I'm just like you. Yeah. Let me follow you to Michigan. That's the way I took it, Tyvis.
Yeah. Although I feel like he may have been there before.
Sure.
But, all right, here's another one. This is from Justice Haynes, who did play at Alabama and was technically, I guess, there when Nick Saban was there. He was talking about Sharon Moore, and he said, about Sharon Moore, quote, he really, truly reminds me of a younger Coach Saban. Okay. He said he has a lot of the same mindset and the way he goes about things. That mindset and that drive he has is similar to Coach Saban. Whatever, man. We're going to compare the guy who wore cleats to a football game as a head coach to the guy who's maybe the greatest coach in all of college football history, is the greatest coach in college football history. Like, no, I'm not here to. Sharon Moore may be your favorite coach. You may like him. You may really think he's the guy for Michigan. That's fine. I think Michigan fans have their own concerns there, but comparing him to Nick Saban, that's a dumb idea. Let's not do that. That seems very bad. So let's just stop. Okay. Enough of that.
You have to praise where you are. You have to make it seem like it's the best thing in the world. And for him, maybe he feels that way. I'm not going to kill him for that either. I mean, if that's what you think, we'll find out sooner or later, won't we?
Oh, I hope we find out tomorrow.
We'll find out sooner or later. Maybe if Sharon Moore goes on to win multiple national championships and just looks dominant in the Big Ten, then okay, we can have that conversation. But until then, this is a man that some people don't even think he'll be there in the next 2-3 years.
Yeah, I would be. I don't know, man. I cannot see it with Sharon Moore. I don't understand how. I know a player. You could just say nothing about this, or you could say that. Yeah, I love playing for Sharon Moore. He's great. You don't have to compare him to Nick Saban. Why does everybody have to make these type of comparisons? I think it would be, to be fair, it'd be kind of foolish if somebody did that with Ryan Day right now and said, I think he's better than Nick Saban. It's like, well, that's just not a comparison that any coach should want.
That's just the society we live in. We're quickly to crown people.
Yeah, well, that's crown. I think that's a little more than crowning him, I feel like. But, yeah, so there you go. Morning breath for the day. Of course, it's all Michigan stuff. And, of course, it's all that's on our brains. I don't know where you're at on the official prediction for this game, Tyvis, but I obviously have my concerns. Clearly, from the last 4 years and just from it growing up as a child of the 90s, all that stuff. But if I take those concerns and put those aside and just say, looking at the ball, looking at what actually has happened on the field this year for these two teams, Michigan's secondary is bad. Michigan's defensive line and their front seven, very good. And they can stop the run. Ohio State's offensive line has been very good at pass pro, not as great at run blocking. But you have wide receivers if healthy. If Cardinal Tate to me is such an, I don't know, I don't want to call him the key to the game, but such a wild card here, because if he is healthy and good, then my prediction changes. If he is like ouchie but 70% and he's out there giving it a shot, that's different than if he's just in street clothes. For all we know, tomorrow he could walk out and be in street clothes. I highly doubt that's the case. Ryan Day said everybody's back on the field, but let's presume you get a pretty healthy Jeremiah Smith and a mostly healthy Carnell Tate, 80% Carnell Tate, who's able to be used in all the formations they want to, run all the plays they want to run. What's your prediction for this game?
24-10.
That's interesting, because you have been supremely confident about this game.
Yeah.
I have been extremely nervous about this game. And the thought I had of the score was like 24-13. That was where I was at. Like, for someone who's been nervous and you've been super confident, we have almost the same idea on a score.
Yeah, 24-10.
Dylan, where are you at on the score for this one?
I'm the same when it comes to margin, but I have 34-20 Buckeyes.
They're not scoring 20 points. I'm going to tell you that now.
Why don't you think? Why?
They're not.
Why?
How?
Well, because, I don't know, Bryce Underwood gets loose for a play where someone misses a tackle and he plants his foot and goes the other way.
Okay. Yeah, sure, that's one.
He throws a ball where someone slips and falls, and there's a second touchdown.
Yeah, that's not happening twice in a game. You gave him the crazy play on the first one. There's not going to be two.
All right. Take that one out of it.
Okay.
They run the ball.
So which the first one?
They run the ball for a touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah. They put together a drive, get a couple penalties.
Okay.
Someone gets a little chippy, and we get a 15-yarder that puts Michigan inside the 20.
Okay.
And then you get a couple of runs in Ohio State. Goal line. Ohio State's great. But they are able to run the ball, Michigan. They get a touchdown there. There's two.
So we have 14.
Yeah, and then ball gets tipped at the line, and Michigan goes the other way with it. Pick six. There's 21. It's Michigan game, man. This stuff happens.
Yeah,
stuff happens.
You wishing. I'm
not wishing. I don't want this to happen.
You are truly
You're just saying like it's impossible for this to happen. I'm saying it's possible. It's not likely.
You think this team, have you watched them this year?
I have watched them this year.
You think that they're going to score 20 points on Ohio State?
I don't know what their offense is, but 21 points.
Come on,
21 points could be scored.
Yeah, I think I'm cool.
I mean, for me, like the way I see it is like maybe like an actual one sustained drive
Yeah.
then maybe you get like
This the same team that lost 31-13 to USC, whose defense is.
I said one sustained drive. Okay, that's it.
It's
one.
a difference.
Just one where they actually
Tyvis,
score.
don't do that to me. Because all last year, all we heard coming in this game was like, this is the Michigan team that lost 5 games and is trash and they're bad and they're gross. And then Ohio State couldn't score more than 10 points on them.
They did a great job of playing the mental game. I told you the mental game ain't gonna work this year.
I don't. The thing that I'm not seeing this year that we've seen in the past 4 years is Ohio State giving up multiple big plays to Michigan's offense. I don't see that happening, and I don't see them controlling the game with the run game as efficiently as they have the past 4 years. I just don't think those two things can be sustained for a 5th year in a row.
All right.
27-10 Buckeyes. I switched my answer. 27-10.
You're 27-10. I'm going to stick with 24-13. Dylan, what was yours again?
34-20.
34.
I'm just saying, one sustained drive, maybe a short field, 2 field goals. That's it.
All right. I like it. I hope any of those predictions come true. I will take, as I've been saying all week, I will take 2-0. Whatever the lowest score is you can get. I don't care. Just win this damn game. We will talk to someone who knows how to win this damn game in 2 minutes. Urban Meyer joins us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we're just watching one crash on I-71 northbound. The left shoulder blocked off just past the 71-670 split due to a crash. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
It's Black Friday all month long with low lease payments on every model, starting at $99 a month for a 2026 Elantra. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, these savings are so good. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus access fees, first month payment, and 2 miles per year, ends 12/1.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My toilet's clogged, backed up too. The sink is running slow. Water's backed up everywhere. Oh, please don't overflow.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free, guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Timmy Hall and AI Common Man again for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We've got game day watch parties every Saturday, plus your chance to earn big bucks. Mikey Likey.
I like it. You can earn tier points by playing all throughout November, and on Black Friday, you can win up to $100,000.
And you good, clean boys and girls can drop off a non-perishable food item every Tuesday and win up to $5,000 in Penn slot play.
Become a new member of our rewards program on the Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit. Doggies. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
The game, you know it, tomorrow, big noon, right here on The Fan. Of course, we have all the coverage starting at 6:30 with pregame. Guy who will be on all the coverage for Fox and big noon kickoff. Of course, the guy who is 7-0 in this rivalry, he is Urban Meyer, joining us now on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Coach, thanks for taking the time this morning. I'm excited about this game. Ohio State fans are excited about this game. I heard Nick Saban said this last year. He said it again the other day, that Buckeye fans take this rivalry too seriously. He called them psychotic. What would you say to people who think Ohio State's taking this rivalry too seriously?
I absolutely agree with them. They're all psychotic, and it's a great thing. I mean, absolutely. And that's everybody who's not part of the rivalry, and I'll tell Coach Saban that I bet he wish he was a part of it. I know he was an assistant. So I take that very personal, but I remember when people were saying getting after the fans and how serious they take it. And I'm a believer in the rivalry. I'm a believer in, how serious the fans take it. Now, I mean, of course, common sense, any extremists that start getting into personal stuff, that's different. But the intensity of the rivalry, absolutely.
Coach, how do you get a young quarterback ready? Because you look at both teams here, and both of them, this is their first starts and for the year for like football. And obviously this is their first rivalry game. What would be your advice to them to have them settle in? Because it's going to be a lot. All the chaos, and you was always taught me to whoosh, you got to lock in. How would you get them to do that?
Well, that's my former player, Tyvis. You think I'd get a happy Thanksgiving or something?
I texted you yesterday.
Oh, a text. That's real personal. I mean, what we went, the wars we went together, come on, man.
Happy Thanksgiving. How was Thanksgiving for you?
Oh, it's great. We had two of them. We had one down in Florida with Nikki and her three came down from Vegas, and then Gigi's got two, so we had five little kids running around the house, and then last night with Nate and his boys. So
it's
great.
Thriving.
You have a good one?
It was great, man. I had two little ones running around as well. It's always great to hear you thriving as a grandparent. Look at you, man.
I love it. All right, back to the question. I think Ryan Day and Brian Hartline put on a master class on how to develop a young quarterback this year. In the Texas game, I mean, I remember because we follow at Big Noon and we were here, and people were saying, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do this? And the job is to win the game, and when they're playing defense the way you're playing, when you have to score 3 touchdowns to win a game, you can score 3 touchdowns. You just got to be smart. You can't put someone in harm's way. And our rule number 1 on the plan to win, Tyvis, was play great defense. And how do you do that? Everybody's got an obligation. Julian Sane has an obligation to play great defense. What is that? Do not turn that sucker over at all cost. What's the job of a tailback in playing great defense? Protect the quarterback if a linebacker is blitzing, and also take care of the ball. So I think it was a master class. The players developed. I would still be very cautious going into this game with Julian. I would not put him in harm's way early. Usually after the first 3 series, you get a feel for what that defense is going to do. And then I kind of play a little bit, but I'd do what they did against Texas. I would play the game. I'm not saying get tight, but I'm saying I'd play the game of field position football. And that's not a lot of fans want to hear that, but that's okay. Fans just want to win.
Urban Meyer joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. A matchup that makes me feel good, although I am someone who gets nervous for this game every year. Grew up in the 90s, had all these different memories of watching that. But I love seeing Ohio State's defense this year and the way they have played. Michigan's offense presents a unique challenge. Obviously, Bryce Underwood is a very talented player. He's got a lot of development left to go. But does that matchup between Ohio State's defense and Michigan's offense feel different than the last few years when you look at the matchup this time around?
Well, it felt that way last year. I thought that we would, which we kind of did. We just offensively couldn't do much. But, and I'm going to do this on Big Noon. If I'm going to put the other hat on, which is hard to do, but if I'm coaching Bryce Underwood and the Wolverine offense, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to run that. I'm going to double tape his ankles, maybe throw a neck roll on him, and he's going to play. I'm going to run him 20 times in this game. And it's going to be positive yards on first down, get manageable third down, and get moved the chains, shorten the game, and again find out how they're going to play you. So I would these two quarterbacks. Julian Sane is much further advanced than Bryce Underwood, but Bryce Underwood is such a talent, and he's a really good runner. So I would not put these quarterbacks in positions where they have to win the game with the arm. Not early, certainly not early on, and. There might be a little snow and maybe some wet rain and some cold too. So I'd let this thing, it was a little bit like 16, Tyvis. We did have J.T. Barrett, an established quarterback, but they were number 1 in the country in defense. And I was not going to try to put our quarterback in harm's way early in that game.
Coach, how do you block out the noise? I feel like last year, clearly they had the better team, but yet somehow, some way, they still lost that game. And then, you listen to, I was watching your boy Dave Portnoy talk about pressure and pressure and pressure and all of those things. Good job of turning your back to him, by the way, too. I respect you doing that. But, how do they not allow the pressure to get to them? Because I feel like maybe that is a real thing that has happened over the last couple of years.
Well, that's kind of why I try to do it all year long, 365. It's not just this week. And you're not going to escape the pressure. It's real. Embrace it, absorb it. The last thing you can do is be fake to your players and say that, this is just another game. They look at you like you got 6 heads. It's not. The whole state of Ohio will be watching this game, and the whole state of Ohio lives with this game. every former player, the first thing they ask is, what's your record against the team up north on both sides? So I don't buy into all that. I think pressure is part. When you sign a contract to be the coach, when you sign a scholarship to be a player, I imagine page one, I know what my contract was, beat the team up north. And when the player, the first thing I think I said to you when I met you, Tyvis, we can't lose that team up north. And then, by the way, how you doing? It's one of those type of things.
Yeah, speaking of the team up north, one of their biggest fans is your coworker there, Dave Portnoy, which Tyvis brought up. I was curious, is there anything that we can do? Tyvis will be there with the Big Ten tailgate. Can we facilitate a circle drill between Tyvis and Dave Portnoy? Is there a chance we could work that into the schedule on Big Noon?
I'd kill him, Coach.
Oh, of course you would. I didn't know who he was. I met him one time, and I just don't follow all this social media and stuff. And so my daughter did. Nikki said, she actually follows him and, thinks it's funny and all that, and the pizza stuff and all. Behind the scenes, he's actually a great guy. I mean, we had dinner together a few times. It doesn't even come up or talk about others. He's a businessman, and part of his business is having people like us talk about it on the radio show at 8:35 in the morning. And that last night at dinner, I'm over the Clorins with my son and his wife and Shelly, and you know what they're talking about, right? Dave Portnoy.
Sure.
So that he's a businessman. And does he love the Wolverines? Yes. Does he really believe they're going to win? I don't think he does. As a matter of fact, how can you? Come on, we're the better team this year. So, if you want me to facilitate a circle drill, it's not on our rundown, but I'll sneak it in there.
There we go.
Let me know. I'll come over there. Don't threaten me with a good time. Now, Coach, last one for me. Obviously, everybody's talking about the weather. It's supposed to snow and all of those things. How do you prepare for that? How do you factor that in? How does that change the game plan?
Yeah, I think you have if it's cold and a little bit of snow, it won't change the game plan much. You know how that is. If it's wet and you can't grip a ball, I'm sure they've done some wet ball stuff with the quarterback receivers. They're the only ones that really, you really matter. Obviously, as Woody says, you practice, and then you play in the North Atlantic, you practice in it. Although I couldn't stand practicing in the cold. Do you remember that?
Yeah. We used to do half our stuff on the indoor and do like 2 periods outside.
Yeah, when I was younger, Tyvis, I'm from Cleveland. I wore short sleeve shirts. I didn't care. And the older I got so soft I couldn't stand the cold. So I don't think it'll be a factor. Julian's a California guy. Jeremiah is a Florida boy. But they've also, it's not like they just got off the bus and showed up here.
Last thing I have for you, Tyvis didn't ask you about it, but 2013 comes down to that 2-point conversion. He steps in front of it, catches that interception. When you saw that ball hit his hands, what was the first thought you had?
Well, the story goes as I remember I was standing right next to the official, and they went motion to 3-by-1, if I remember right, Tyvis, right? They went to a little 3-man the hitch with a corner and a flat route, which is a pretty standard play. And Kerry Combs was standing right next to me. I called timeout, and I said, you got it. And they called timeout. You guys came over, and I sat right there and listened to it. And they ran the same exact play that they ran right before the timeout. And that was a bad day of defense for the Buckeyes. But Braxton and who was it? Philly Brown and Carlos Hyde.
Yeah.
And Devin Smith and Hireman, they had a great day. And the amazing thing, Tyvis, do you remember on the bus ride on the way home what happened?
No, what happened?
Alabama lost Auburn.
Oh, yeah. The bus went crazy.
The bus is shaking. And if we find a way to win that damn game in Indianapolis, we go play for the title. I believe we would have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Well, a 14 playoff would have fixed all that, or a 12 team, 24 team eventually, it sounds like we're getting to. Coach, we appreciate your time. We're looking forward to watching you on Fox on Big Noon tomorrow.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving. There you go. Urban Meyer joining us. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. We'll hit the buzzer when we come back. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Still watching crews clear out a crash on 71 northbound. We've got the left shoulder blocked off just past the 670-71 split as you're heading northbound downtown. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan traffic.
Credit challenges? We got solutions. At Capital Florida, Columbus, and Whitehall, all credit types are welcome. Good, fair, poor, or none. Get approved fast and cruise away happy. Stop in or visit us online at capitalfloridacolumbus.com.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew. So give me my good days. Give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew. Getting the cold shoulder? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Rick Germain called me and said, Mikey, we need you back at Germain Nissan. The dealership misses you. People are forgetting how awesome Nissans are. I'm a dude that's owned pretty much every Nissan under the sun, and I'm excited to go back in and get my hands dirty. On top of Black Friday savings this weekend only, you get a free 55-inch TV with the purchase of any new or pre-owned vehicle in stock. Must take delivery 11/28 to 12/1. Germain Nissan, 4300 Morse Road. They're expecting you. I'm expecting you. GermainNissan.com.
Make your list, check it twice, and shop smart this holiday season. Open a Visa at Kemba Financial Credit Union and add some jingle to your wallet with $150 cash back after your first $1,500 spent within 90 days. Apply at Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Offer ends 12/31/25.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org to buy your tickets. That's A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
All credit types are welcome at Capital Florida, Columbus, and Whitehall. From perfect scores to starting fresh, we'll get you driving. Shop our huge selection and leave in your new car today. Stop in or visit us online at capitalfloridacolumbus.com.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Right now, select 6 to 8 ounce varieties of Kroger cheese are on sale. 3 for $5 when you buy 3 with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and our Black Friday sales event starts now. Lease a 2026 Toyota Corolla LE for only $199 a month for 39 months, now through December 1st at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Visit our website, TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky. $36.99 due at sighting with approved credit, tax title, and $387 doc fee not included. No security deposit required.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky.
The Jackets hit the road for a battle with the Devils. Live fan coverage starts Monday night at 6:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We've had a stacked show today. If you missed anything from it, you can always get the podcast wherever you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. It's right there for you on your favorite podcasting app. Your device will be there free of charge. You get it every single day by just hitting like, subscribe, whatever you want to, and then also leave a review if you like it on your favorite podcast app. T-Bone and Tyvis. You'll get the Urban Meyer interview we just did with him. We also talked, plenty of Buckeyes and team up north today. Talked a little Thanksgiving. That's Bo Bishop's favorite food holiday.
That's
Thanksgiving. And so Bo joins us now. Bo, did you survive I guess you're not, you've even done all 3 of your Thanksgiving.
Done 2.
Two, and then you got
down.
1 Sunday, right?
1 to go Sunday. Yeah, I mean, as Thanksgiving went, the food was very, very fine.
That sounded like a little bit of a shot, but I think it's
no. She did a great job. Aunt Debbie did an incredible job. It's. I had 1 plate, which I'm obligated to do, and that was it. It was good. It was fine. I did the plate. It's just wildly overrated, is all. And I was texting with Tyvis yesterday, and I think what I want you to do. You know how you do the ha sex thing? Yeah. I'd like you to do ha steak for Thanksgiving. Like that's what I want. Because if you walked in next Thanksgiving, if you walked in and there's a prime rib sitting there, come on.
I was talking to Reeser.
Yeah.
I was telling him how I was eating that turkey, and in the middle of eating that turkey, I said, Bo is right.
I'm right.
Bo is right about
it's
this.
An inferior bird.
It's fine, but it's just like it really don't, it don't really hit like it's supposed to hit.
Maybe I'm broken because I went back. I had seconds yesterday, and then after we got done, I went and loaded up some King's Hawaiian rolls with turkey, put a little cheddar on there, and a little barbecue sauce, and it was great.
Look what you're doing. You just made a turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
But that's what I do with chicken. I don't just eat like a chicken
you don't
breast.
You don't go. But if you walked into
look at me, I don't just eat chicken breast. You know that.
Okay, but you've had a whole roasted chicken.
Yeah, that's fine, but usually it's in other
have wings.
Yeah, but I got to put sauce on it.
You like a leg of chicken?
It's got to be breaded. See? I'm saying
that's a you problem then. If we got to bread everything, Brother Bone, then we.
Well, you know that's been a problem.
Be a little concerned.
Bo, are you doing on Sunday? You're doing like another turkey and all that as well?
Yeah, running it back.
Hey. I have to ask you, what'd you think of the 1:00 start on the football?
Weird.
Right? It threw everything off for me. I'm used to the parade ending, and then we go right to football, and then it became here's an hour of the dog show, which I couldn't flip from that to the pregame because I have too many people in my house who love dogs. I love dogs, but I wanted to get to football, but it was 1. I had to wait until the game started.
Yeah, I think they missed it a little bit. Now my hunch is that afternoon game will be the most watched maybe NFL game ever, regular season, non-playoff, non-Super Bowl. But it was weird because we always eat at 1, which I really like a 1:00 thing. If I'm going to do it, I like 1:00, and then I get the start of the noon game. You get a little food, and then you come in for like the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, and then you're right into the afternoon game. So it did throw everything off. Having it at 1, there's no doubt. Yeah.
I got to listen to your Urban Meyer interview you guys did on Wednesday, which then we just talked to him there. And one thing we didn't get to, but I like that you brought up, is you asked him where his gold pants were.
Yeah.
And his answer was that he's got them basically like highlighted in the wall with like a glass.
15 feet.
Yeah, it's right over there with an eye shot of him. So yeah,
Helen Tressel was the biggest flex I've ever seen, maybe with 9 of them around her neck last weekend. That was maybe the biggest flex I've ever seen.
Fantastic. That's what I would do if I had them. Are you wearing yours up there, Tyvis? Are you wearing the pair you have?
So the pair that I have.
Where are the rest of them?
I gave them to family.
What were you, 3 and 1?
Yeah, nah, what's wrong with you? You almost made me curse.
You got him, bro. That's good.
No, like the charm, it's got like the hook that you can put on the chain. Well, that part broke off. So I need to find a place that can give me like another little hook thing so I can put it on my chain.
I think that's probably pretty easy. I think you just walk you go see my friends at Diamond's Hill and just say, my name's Tyvis Powell. I have gold pants that need a hook. And I think you're going to get it sorted out pretty quick.
I would hope that would be the case anywhere you go.
Maybe I can do that before I leave town today.
Yeah, you got to get that sorted out. And those got to go up with you. At least, if nothing else, seal them up in a baggie or something, throw in your pocket. Like, you got to have them with you. You got to have them somewhere.
So good luck.
Yeah, exactly right. Bo, we're sending him up to Ann Arbor for some good luck. How are you feeling on the good vibes for this? I'm sure you're going to get into that right at the start of the show, but
it's a weird one, right? Because of last year.
Yeah,
last year was so strange. It just was. It was our Bianca Batuka, right? For this generation. I mean, it just was that, and so it was so strange to have a team that was so superior, that was so heavily favored, and not be able to get anything done. And so, I think for the longest time, no nerves, no energy, like handle your business. All they do is beat Michigan all the time. But Michigan's won some now. And honestly, like some of those, they had the better team. Like, we're not entitled to win every single time. Like, they had the better team a couple of times. They cheated a couple times.
That's right.
But in the end, so I think, look, I just keep coming back to this. Like, this defense is giving up 7 points a game. I mean, it's historically good. You got to go back to like Bama in 11 to find one that's giving up this late in the season that few points. So, like, can Bryce Underwood really lead him to 3 touchdowns? Because I don't know. No one's done that. So that's the thing I keep coming back to is like the defense is going to travel, and I think they're kind of made for Underwood a little bit with Arvell and Sonny and Caleb. So I have a ton of confidence in that. And then just let Julian play. Like, you got a football Ferrari. Just because it's cold, like. You don't have to try to run it 62 times. Like, just be who you are and live and the best of it. I will say this. Yesterday, my wife was, like, really trying to get the boys to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. Like, really wants them. And, by the way, she took them Black Friday shopping this morning. And they were up at – you imagine the 13-year-old. So the 13-year-old comes down at, like, 7:01, and he's in a hat. And she's like, you are not wearing a hat. And he's like, I'm doing this. Let me wear the hat. It's not that deep. And I went, I was dying. So they all went. He didn't wear the hat. So that tells you where her head was at.
Wow.
But yesterday she was trying to get him to watch the parade, and and I was like, where are they? Like, none of them were up there. And they were downstairs playing college football on the Xbox, and it was 64-0 at the start of the third, Ohio State, Michigan. Beamsy ended up beating them 106-0. And afterwards he came upstairs, and I didn't realize he'd been doing this. He came upstairs, and I'm like, how did it end up? And he goes 106-0. He was kind of pissed off. And I said, what's the problem? He goes, last year I beat him 126-0.
We need to get him to call plays.
Dude, he hates.
I mean, that's
he
great.
won't say the name.
That's
he
great.
won't say Michigan.
It's great.
I go. What if you got a lacrosse scholarship to Michigan? Would you go there? No.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Love
Beautiful.
that.
Pure
Love
hate.
that.
Pure
This is
You're doing well, Bo.
exactly right.
just hate. It's unreal.
Lets the hate flow through you. It's allowed today. That's what I always say. God created Ohio State and Michigan so that, he created Ohio State so we could have that cathartic release, and then he let Satan create Michigan for the same purpose.
You have hate
That's
in your
exactly
heart,
right.
let it out.
That's exactly
Let it out,
right.
baby.
All
Yeah,
right,
it
3
manifested.
There you go. The game. I'm sure a lot of conversation about that coming up next, Michigan friends. Thanks, Bo, and glad you had a decent Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you guys, fellas. Good talking to you as always.
There you go.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
So one thing with the game that we didn't get to is how the Buckeyes are getting there. Tyvis, you're driving. Most Buckeye fans driving up there.
Yes.
Usually, as Urban was talking about, you guys take a bus.
Yep.
However, this year they decided we fly almost everywhere else in the Big Ten. We've flown for all our other road games. We're flying for this one.
That's a very up and down flight.
Yeah? Just barely in the air.
But yeah.
I would guess
That
so.
is the most up and down flight I've ever heard.
There
This
you
might
go.
be a 15-minute thing.
We're locking in on the game. Enjoy it. Coverage all day here on The Fan. We will be back on Monday to wrap it all up for you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Still watching crews clear out a crash on 71 northbound. We've got the left shoulder blocked off just past the 670-71 split as you're heading northbound downtown. I'm 10 TD's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan